Hello everybody, and thank you for joining. My name is TJ. We just got a big host, so I decided that now is as good a time of any to go live. Welcome to the Geek Fortress stream. I will be joining you all here in the booth tonight as we go through a modern event. Coleman out there doing some of that spotting, and of course with the weekend being what it is, all the drafting being what it is, a little bit lower, but I believe we've got 4 rounds of that sweet modern action for you tonight. How is everybody? How are you? Are you amazing? Because I certainly hope so. Thank you, Todd, for the host, Sunstarve. It is good to see you, and we are going to have an exciting night and weekend here because it's St. Patrick's Day weekend. You can't tell, but I'm surrounded by green, and I'm very much in the season of it. Plus, we've got modern, and is modern in any better of a place for the excitement and the hype around it than the weekend in which its Master Series releases? I don't know, and really, I'm not the person to ask because I'm always hyped and excited for it. My tie isn't really making me happy right now, gotta say, but that's okay, it'll do. Alright. Ooh, look at all those auto hosts. Thank you so very much to each and every one of you. And overall, let's just get excited for some good old-fashioned, new-fashioned, refashioned modern. You opened up Damnation last night in your draft. That is exciting and awesome. I have not had the opportunity to draft it at all yet, which is very sad for me because I really want to draft this set as much as I possibly can. In fact, I have a box of it, and I just haven't. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I have been doing this, which is actually, you know, preferable in a lot of ways. And of course I was doing, fun fact everybody, fun fact while I've got you, and I'll keep trying to plug this, tomorrow, keep an eye out for the Red Baron MTG stream, because the one, the only Zach Elsick is going to be Skyping in with me, and we're going to play some Esper Seance on stream. We're going to take it through a league and see how it works in that modern battlefield. So I am excited for that. Opened it on stream, but then I can't draft it. That's kind of the flip side, right? If I open it on stream, I don't get to draft it, which is unfortunate. But I hear that event kicking off now, and hopefully Coleman knows that he is doing the spotting for me. I imagine that he does. He probably does. You open Damnation is so good. That card is so good. So good. Alright, but hopefully everyone had a good and safe and happy St. Patrick's Day, filled with all kinds of celebration or lack thereof. Maybe you didn't do anything, and that's totally fine too. St. Patrick's Day is for all to celebrate how they wish. Alright, let's see what we've got. I'll assume that Coleman's out there. I think I need a haircut. I'm starting to notice this whole thing going on. I think I might need a haircut, everybody. It's time for a TJ haircut.
Do we have any requests for the first round?
No.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to make something very interesting. Give me a second.
Okay. Sounds good. Apparently we're gonna get interesting things. I do like me some interesting things. So let's see what we've got. He's gonna surprise us, I'm sure. Whoops. Breaking things. I'm breaking things. There we go. Now I got it fixed.
Alright, so you've got Michael facing the wall.
Is he on eggs?
He is not.
Okay.
And you've got Lewis on the other side.
What's Michael?
He's on my blue-white control list.
Okay, so he's gonna win.
I'm just saying, you wanted something. Here's what I got.
Yep. Alright. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
No problem.
So, blue-white control in the hands of Michael. That was odd. In the hands of Michael. Going up. And I believe that this one is running Sphinx's Revelation. I believe. Against Skred Red. Skred Red, the Blood Mooning deck. What's up? I'm gonna say Lopez 92 Ace, hopefully getting that right, and otherwise just taking a wild swing at it. So, blue-white control versus Skred. The number of counterspells does mean that Skred might be on the back foot. It doesn't have a whole lot of threats, and as long as you're able to take down the ones that matter, then you're in a pretty good the deck is not historically very good against blue-like counterspell decks. But on the other side, it is a blue-white deck that may be vulnerable to a Blood Moon. It's also possible that some of the threats, like a Resolve Stormbreath Dragon, could be pretty difficult for this deck to deal with. So I'm a bit curious to see how it works out, and we'll likely get to see some interesting stuff, or hopefully, if not anything else, the game shouldn't go super fast. So we'll see you down there. Yes, I do. Alright, so they would like it to be known that their dice and sleeves are matching. So it's an important thing. It's good to note. Players should be congratulated for their accomplishments, much like that situation there. So Blood Moon, the Skred deck holding a couple of those mountains, a couple Koths, and a Batterskull. That hand strikes me as a mulligan. Just very little action going on in there, but it looks like Lewis may have kept it. Maybe just because it is so threat dense. All he needs to do is get to that turn. He's not under a lot of pressure, and once he does, any one of those three hit the battlefield, then he's in a pretty good spot. Michael is, I believe, on a mulligan. I do think I see a little bit going on, and he likes the hand enough to scry a card to the bottom. I do see some lands and spells, so always a good way to go, and we're going to kick things off with a Temple of Enlightenment. Trick shot on that Secure the Wastes, which is actually the win condition of this deck. Moving it to the bottom, draws into a Skred, not super relevant to this matchup. Might end up coming out in the sideboard shuffle. Going for a Plains, dropping it down. This might, I think I see a Snapcaster in hand for Michael, but neither deck being particularly proactive. Another Temple of Enlightenment from Michael, going to kick it back with a Magmajet. Ooh, you got a Goyf and a Foil Seance? My goodness. My goodness. I mean, like, that is genuinely awesome. And the fact that you got a Goyf is just a bonus. Alright, so we've got the fourth lane coming down, and looks like we're going for a Jace, Architect of Thought. That does mean that Lewis has a chance to attack into this, actually, with one of his mountains, because this means that the door is open. And while he does get this activation, I think he's going to Cryptic versus the Cryptic against. Yep. Michael probably taking the Cryptic, but Lewis is about to play down a Koth and attack the Jace to kill it. Oh, actually, he might just never mind, he's got the Magmajet in hand, goes for that, gets the Scry. And he's seeing a Blood Moon. The Blood Moon doesn't look amazing on this board, but it might be worth it to hit that. It does shut off the Cryptic command, actually. Notably. So actually, Lewis might take this Blood Moon purely because Michael has only got the two basics, but it looks like Lewis is actually deciding that he'd rather have the Koth online. So he's going to drop down a mountain, probably go for this Koth, and then try to land in that Batterskull next turn. If Michael starts investing too many resources into this one, though I'd hate to see a world in which Lewis instead goes for a situation where next turn he tries to cast the Batterskull, and Michael could even do a counter and maybe bounce the Koth before it activates. Something like that. The Tom Cruise, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. Welcome to the Fortnite. It's a pleasure to have you here, and I look forward to seeing you more in the future. Michael's sitting wide open on 5 mana at the moment. But so is Lewis. Lewis has got that Batterskull. He could also, I think, go for the attack this turn. Could just try and go for the plus, draw a response from Michael. Then it does give him an option to where if the Koth is removed for some reason, he could play down the Mind Stone and then cast it. But I don't think he's doing a whole lot with the 1 extra mana this turn. So he could play out the Mind Stone and then try to play the Koth, or he could go for the Batterskull. And it looks like the Batterskull... Oh, so he's actually taking the conservative route here, trying to rely on only the threat in his hand and keep some of them back. I kind of like this. That Cryptic command looking okay, and Michael's going to fire off a Think Twice. Might end up flashing it back if he doesn't like what he sees. And that is, I think, going to be the case. We are firing off into another one. And Michael playing around the Blood Moon potential by going for this basic Plains. It does put him down to 11, and I believe... Oh, actually, is he going to swap it out? That Blood Moon is looking better and better. So actually, this is a good call by Michael. I think he's trying to ensure that he can cast a Cryptic command through a Blood Moon, because he can even bounce the Blood Moon once he has the Cryptic online with all of these basics. So we're going to flash back a Think Twice after the cut. We're going to draw the card there, and we're going to untap into Michael's turn. We do have 2 of these temples, 3 basic islands. Starting to assemble a little bit. We have a Serum Visions as well, and that looks to be maybe a Tectonic Edge, but that is not particularly good on this field. We might see him... Serum Vision still holding up the Cryptic command. Going to try and draw a card, do a little bit of scrying, and just set up some future turns. Needs to come with an answer to the Koth now. He cannot let Lewis untap. If this Koth ults, if he lets the Koth ult, he loses. And it's not going to be close. I think Lewis is about to win by ulting this. I think Michael needed to counterbounce that. So we're going to draw here. And I very much expect this Koth to ult. And then all you do is pass the turn. The emblem is online. Now, you get an emblem with mountains you control. Have tap. This land deals 1 damage to target creature or player. He's got 6 mountains. Michael is at 11. All he needs to do is pass it back. Michael cannot outrace that. He is on a 1-turn clock. Michael gets 1 more turn. At the end step, he'll fall to 5. Lewis will untap and deal the remaining 6. What's up, Spam? Spammy, it's good to see you. Tectonic Edge joining the field. Not going to be enough. Michael does have the Sphinx's Revelation in hand. The problem is that I don't think he can dig him deeply enough. So we're going to fire this one down. We're going to be down to 5. And while the Sphinx's Rev can draw him 4 cards and gain him 4 life, he'll still be at 3 and in a very, very unfavorable position. So we're going to draw here. No lightning bolts to be seen. He might just kick it back and let Michael have a chance, because also if he passes it back, it means that Michael loses the opportunity to ever use this Sphinx's Rev, or he has to hold up mana for it, because the second that he stops, Michael just going to pass it back. Probably going to end step it, but if Michael gains 5, so Lewis will end up netting 1 damage, it will put him down to 4, and then he untaps with the win. I'm pretty sure that this play gives Lewis the win here. Ooh, that's awesome, Spam. Yep, both of those cards are insanely good. So we're only going to go for 4 damage right now. Sphinx's Revelation in response, just going to deal the full amount. And it looks like we're firing this off for 3 and keeping up a white mana. So we are going to fall to 3 at Michael's end step. I don't think there's many answers for him here. And he's picking up the card. So Lewis is going to take game 1 using that Koth Ultimate. Taking the game 1 here was particularly big. I think a large reason for that is we already saw that Michael might be a little bit light on the counter spells themselves. Having cards like Kitchen Finks in the main deck, having a lot of those things, might mean that Michael is on a little bit more of a proactive protect game plan that's not as much in the draw go, but the Think Twice kind of suggests the other way around. So I'm still a little bit thrown off as to what to expect from this. Brutal. UFO, turns out that 9 removal spells perfectly lined up to your opponent's 8 threats. That's awesome. So I actually like bringing those in to kind of capitalize against some of those basics. I don't like the Sudden Shocks coming in. Those are for small creatures, not for being uncounterable. But on the flip side, if he's taken out all of the Screds and maybe the Angers, it's a much better card than a Scred in this matchup, just because it does deal damage. You got a Blood Moon, very nice. And hello, Tevin, it's good to see you. Hello to everybody out there. My name's TJ, this is the Geek Fortress stream, and I cannot tell you how much I appreciate all of you joining me here tonight, today, this morning, wherever you are, and whatever you're doing. I truly hope that you're having a fun time and that you're enjoying your time here, because I enjoy that you're here, and I love doing this. But if you are unaware, or if you haven't seen this stream before, we do this stream 3 times a week currently. Every Wednesday and Saturday, I do Modern. Every Friday at 7:30, I do Legacy. And we generally have a good mix of co-hosts in there. We're light tonight. And Miffy, it is going so very well. Did the game update not go through? Thank you very much, Tevin. Thank you very much. Now it is online. So Michael going to be on the play. Something like a Serum Visions looks like a really good way to start off on this one to try and line up into them. You got an Arid Mesa, the 3rd pack. Didn't use it. Traded immediately for sleeves and a few other cards. Woo! You are bold. Arid Mesa is a burn card. What you doing getting rid of that? What you doing getting rid of that? You gotta love the path of the burn spells. Next you're going to say that it's because you'd never use it because you play blue. Blah. Blah. I say blah. When do we do Standard? We have previously done Standard on Mondays. Currently we are not. And it is my intent to go back to doing them on Mondays. Burn doesn't need Mesa, that's true. Is Dylan at the store? Yes, he is. So, Standard will likely come back on Mondays eventually, but Standard as it currently sits is a wildly mediocre format. And so there's not a whole lot of incentive to play or to stream it. So in the meantime, I have been playing from home on Mondays and trying to do the home stream. You play Eldrazi-tron, but that means that you're never going to start playing Burn. That's a problem. You're not even open to the idea of it. Okay. Ooh, nice, Gideon. Have fun. Tell them all hello for me. I would like that if you did. We've got 3 lands, and actually we've got a relic in hand, 2 relics in hand. Looks like he is not liking that one. What is the turnout today? So these are just our weekly events. Today it's a little bit less than usual. The Modern Masters weekend means that there's also a ton of drafts happening simultaneously. And it's also just St. Patty's weekend, which means that a decent amount of people are recovering from the festivities of the evening. So tonight's a little bit lower. I think we're a little under 20. Prizes are always full payouts. Like whatever comes in through buy-in goes out. Saturdays are a bit top heavy. Wednesdays are based on record. Oh, that's perfect. But yeah, these events are weekly events. We do them so it's the people who are in the store coming to have some fun with us. And we turned on a camera. I came back here about 1.5 years ago, and by the look of it, I never left. By the look of it, I never left. And now I just truly, genuinely love doing this. So we've got a couple of lands, a Mind Stone, we've got a Relic, and the Blood Moon looking particularly good. It's still a turn 3 Blood Moon. That Mind Stone really ramps you to the 4 slot, not the 3 slot, but also does have a Koth, so we could be looking at a turn 3 Koth, and we've already seen that Michael, maybe not a super counterspell, and that Molten Rain looks excellent as well. Likely going to be a land into a Relic. It also shuts down the Think Twice, potentially. Where are we located? We're located at a shop called Geek Fortress in Snohomish, Washington, in the Pacific Northwest. We're about 45 minutes north of Seattle, a couple hours south of the Canadian border. Looks like we do have a Mind Stone coming down. The nice benefit of this is that it's actually able to fire through, and we're going to exile that Think Twice before Michael can flash it back, but actually this Mind Stone can use the colorless mana to pop that Relic if Lewis ever feels the need to do so. Looks like we've got a Temple coming down for Michael. No cards in graveyard. Taking a look. Likes that card enough to keep it on top. If he doesn't have a counterspell in this hand, he's about to get Blood Mooned out of this game. Well, at least mildly Blood Mooned out of this game. Lewis might also choose to go for the Molten Rain, but I actually like the idea of going for the Blood Moon and then using that Molten Rain on the basics afterwards. He could go for the Molten Rain, but if you were going to Molten Rain, I like hitting the basic lands right now. Being able to shut him down on some of that mana is pretty big. Though Michael with a Logic Knot that he can't use because of this Relic. So Michael has got a 1 of Logic Knot at the moment, and it just isn't working. He could fire this off, but he can pay for anything. So we've got, looks like the Molten Rain coming down, and this might be the right choice because it looks like Michael might be light on those lands in hand, and I think that's what Lewis is banking on. Looks like Michael did, in fact, have a Negate instead of that Logic Knot, and before kicking it back, he is going to take out that Negate, pass it back to Michael, who now that he has open mana might be able to stop something else. Lewis slide on lands himself. Draws into another one of these. Not going to be able to resolve some of these threats through the Logic Knot. What's up, Moon Toadfoot? It's good to see you. Is this Lewis's scred? It's mine. It's mine. So we've got this coming down. If he can bait the... Okay. So the Logic Knot coming down. We're going to lose this one. We do still have a Relic on the line, which is likely going to end up taking out that Logic Knot eventually. But now that that's gone, Michael may be in a good spot, though I think I see a Flash Freeze in his hand as well. And that Flash Freeze is going to be a great answer to the Blood Moon. Right, Tebin? I know. F. Missio, it's good to see you. Good to see you as always. Yeah, that looks like a Flash Freeze to me, so Michael might be sitting on that one. It looks like he's actually going to leave the Serum Visions. It does work a little bit better with his Snapcasters, which are in the deck. Drawing into yet another mountain is pretty good news for Lewis. He could try capitalizing against this one. Looks like he's actually going to go for another Mind Stone. This means that next turn he might have the capability of casting a multitude of threats. Both that Koth and that Blood Moon are possibilities, but we might also just be trying to go for the Blood Moon right now. Force Michael to have an answer. And if the Flash Freeze takes that down, then Lewis has got a Koth, which might be open. We're going to take this down. So that is a Flash Freeze taking down the Blood Moon. So far it's been a little bit... we're seeing a lot better answers out of Michael this game. With counterspells that are actually, you know, doing something. But if he's starting to run... Oh, that's a Disallow? Michael's running a Disallow, so Lewis starting to run a little bit light. Eventually he's going to start cracking these relics, though. He actually might have a slightly better card advantage here. And we've got 2 Koths, which is actually pretty solid. We can even fire off one of these Koths using 3 of the lands and a Mind Stone. And what that will allow him to do... Whatever happened to Build Your Own Upheaval? Joe got a different job, and he's been spending a lot of time there. It's a lot harder for him to come out for these events. I like this a lot. He's leaving himself the option of actually using the Mind Stone if he needs to. So he's going to lose this, but if he kicks it back, he's both got the mana for the Relic, but he can also just pop the Mind Stone. He's got enough mana currently, and that gives him the opportunity to potentially draw into a little bit more threats. And in a situation in which Michael has been 1-for-1ing with all of these counterspells, if Lewis can just refill his hand just a little bit, then it gets significantly better. He's doing a great job of capitalizing against some of this. If he wants to stop the Think Twice, he should do it now and just pop the Relic. It's Coleman's deck. I don't know if he's running a Commandeer. And it looks like he is going to take out the Relic. Draw a card off of this. He finds himself a Mountain, which is going to help him cast some of those threats. Michael now no longer has a Graveyard. Draws a Celestial Purge, actually, which will be a fine answer. Has a Celestial Purge and a Secure the Wastes. Looks like he... Lewis might go for the Koth. Michael will probably just say, okay, because he can untap and then just kill the Koth with his Celestial Colonnade and only fall to 15 for his troubles. Then he can hold on to his Celestial Purge a little bit longer. And I imagine that that's what we're going to see. We might see Michael try and just use the Purge to be safe. He might also potentially fire off the Secure the Wastes for 5, because it gives him a 4-turn clock, and then just take down the Koth. It depends on if Lewis kept in any of those Anger the Gods. It looks like this is going to be a hit for 5. Lewis, I think, or at least I expect Lewis to just... Oh, okay, so he is going to go for it for 5. And he's just going to untap, maybe bring up that Celestial Colonnade as well, or maybe you just don't care about the Koth, because he can untap, he can have 5 of these, he can untap, he can fire up the Colonnade and attack for 9 at Lewis. So let's Secure the Waste that was just fired off, which is going to give us 5 of those soldiers. Michael, where are those soldiers?
What? You want me to look for 5 warriors
Really? No.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Playing Control, man.
No, you're playing Magic. You're not playing in the 90s. Oh man, our camera's weird today. Look like a strawberry. I match my tie. Weird. My color filtering on that camera is a bit odd today. So, the scrying sheet's coming down for Lewis. And we do have a Mind Stone in the graveyard. We've got a Blood Moon in hand for Lewis, who could fire that off to try and shut down at least the Celestial Colonnade, but Lewis is not in a good way. He's hurting. So we are going to kill the Koth with all of these, leaving back... looks like he went all out for it, just playing around the possibility of a Skred, anything like that. We're now just going face, and we're not even firing up the Colonnade. I think Michael's just representing it. He's got a winning board anyway. And we're going to activate the scrying sheets at the end step, see if we can draw our way either to an answer or through a land. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me. So we're taking a look there. If it isn't a snow permanent, it's going to stay on top. He does have the option of cracking the Mind Stone at the end step, and then at the upkeep he could fire off the scrying sheets. Looks like it's an Eternal Scourge was the draw. And at the upkeep, we're going to activate this scrying sheets. We're going to take a look, reveal the mountain. That does give us the 4 lands for turn. And we draw into yet another land. Still a Blood Moon out. The Eternal Scourge might be a way to at least get in the way of it, but I'd be surprised if Michael didn't have some sort of way to target it, though. Interestingly enough, his Celestial Flare, is that the name of it? Nope, we've got a Logic Knot. Alright, probably just going to make him pay 2 extra. 3 extra, playing around the Simian Spirit Guide. Nicely done, Michael. Alright, so that's not going to resolve, and I think that Michael is going to take this game down just with all these 1/1s. And we really saw why Skred is so disfavored against these counterspell decks this game. The deck doesn't have a whole lot of way to play more than 1 threat per turn, and of those threats, it's got a pretty limited number of them. And all it took was Michael leaving up the counter magic, making sure that Lewis couldn't get proactive, and they just didn't line up right. If this Batterskull sticks, it's actually pretty big. The big thing is that Michael's removal spell does exile black permanents as well as red permanents, and that is a black germ token that is on the battlefield. Alright. It's on the back of Nahiri's sword. So the germ token coming down. Michael likely going to just represent that. And we are going to purge it. It is exile target red or black permanent. It is going to hit that. Lewis does have the option. Let's see, is that a instant? I need to check that really quick. Yeah, it is. Okay. I thought it was a sorcery for some reason. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Yay, Modern? I can't agree more. The Silent Echo. So, Lewis is down to 5. He could bounce and replay the Batterskull this turn. So he could actually just go with the 3 mana pick it up and the 5 mana put it down. And it looks like that's what he's doing. And we had the Cryptic Command is the draw. Oh, God. Oh, the draw for Michael is the Cryptic Command. Just takes down the Batterskull. Oh, that's brutal. Any Delver tonight? There is Grixis. I don't know if it's Delver. It is Delver. Or it is Grixis. I don't know if it's Delver. So, Michael picking up the cards. That Batterskull wasn't out until it was in his graveyard. But in theory, it became a pretty solid one because he'd be able to stop each one of those warriors one at a time, and then and while also getting proactive at the same time. And Michael, it was certainly a possibility that Michael wouldn't have an answer. He was also at 14 and may have had to leave some of them back to respond to it. I can't honestly remember why I said that, but I'm fairly certain that I wasn't joking. I feel like that was me just misspeaking, but I honestly don't fully remember. Oh, man, that makes me chuckle. So, Lewis gets to be on the play. Our same pro playing... I'm not quite sure what you mean there, Mr. Manaflood. Ah, that's what it was, the Silent Echo. Okay, so I was being completely serious and just misspoke. So we've got a mountain coming down, followed up by a scrying sheets. We do have a magma jet to try and fix these draws somewhat. Michael gonna go with a serum visions, try and set up some of these as well. Probably looking for basic lands and some counter spells. Mr. Manaflood, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it, and welcome to the Fortnites. What is up, Ninja? It's good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I see your name rarely popping in saying that you get to catch the stream. I'm so glad that you get to join us for one of the modern ones. It looks like we do have a Ghost Quarter on that, and apparently we're okay with that. It's possible that Michael is a little bit light on mana, or wants to make sure that he continues to have these threats. Looks to me like a possible Mind Stone. Saving the Magma Jet is interesting, because now if he fires it off at the end step, it's very possible that Michael, you know, if he happens to use a counterspell, it gives Lewis an opening to resolve a threat. Looks like he is okay with just taking 2 and letting Lewis scry a little bit with that scry 2. Draws into an Eternal Scourge, which is actually going to be a pretty nice resilient threat, and it looks like he is going to drop this down. Does not die to a good amount of stuff. Condemn, able to target it, and Lewis won't gain any life, but when it is targeted to be destroyed, he's going to have to just be able to cast it from exile. Gifts Ungiven 99, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate you being here, and Michael is going to drop down a Flooded Strand, really setting that one up. Might go for a basic, depending on how this works out, likely holding up a counter spell. The Eternal Scourge, that's right. Could go for this Koth. It's a pretty bold way, but sometimes you just gotta keep casting until they run out of counterspells. And Michael using a Disallow possibly is revealing of a couple of things. A, that he's just trying to curve out. The other possibility is that it might be the last counterspell that you use. But using it when you've got a chance and Lewis tapped out for it does strike me as good. It's just also one of the most versatile counterspells available in the deck. And I'm not sure if that would be my first one to fire off over, say, something like a Negate. But it looks like that is good enough for Michael, who was going to fetch using that Flooded Strand, so any of the previous scrying that he did, no longer relevant, but I think that was only 1 card anyway, so he did draw 1 card, and now that is gone. MTG Rocks, thank you so much for the follow, it's good to see you. You are a rockstar. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. My name's TJ, and I love doing this stream, and I'm going to keep doing it. If you ever have any questions, comments, feedback, feel free to jump into that chat. Always looking to improve my craft, to keep trying to be better at this, and any way that I can do that, always good. We do have a Batterskull in hand. We've got the Mind Stone coming down to the field. Lewis likely going to end step activate this scrying sheets and maybe try and actually out mana advantage, or out card advantage here if he can dig through enough. But every time that he doesn't draw a card off of this, it means that he's got a potential threat coming up, and that Molten Rain does look nice. I still am a big fan of hitting basics right now. It kind of feels like I'm the pig in a blanket. Oh man, I forget saying that. So we're just kicking to kick it back. Tom Bent, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. It's good to see you. I appreciate it. 11 Dot? 11 Dot, thank you so much for the sub. That's awesome and amazing and exciting, and I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate the support. Thank you so much for continuing to be here and continuing to support it. That is currently 155 subs for us. Any thoughts on 8-Whack? Why aren't you just playing Bushwhacker Zoo, or the Revolt Zoo as they're calling it? I guess if you're going for specifically 8-Whack Goblins, Goblin Grenade is quite a powerful card. So I think that that is particularly sweet. I think it falls somewhere being slightly less explosive than the Bushwhacker Zoo, but it's not, I don't know. Ooh, thank you, Spammy. Though, Goblin Grenade is probably the reason And that card's bonkers. I like the deck. I like the deck. If I were trying to build that strategy, I'd probably just go for the Revolt Zoo. But for having a better mana base and having access to Goblin Guide, I could very easily see myself going in that direction. So we're going to fire off a Molten Rain, keeping an eye on that Hallowed Fountain. And it looks like that is going to work. We're going to take 2 damage for it. Falling down to 14, just chipping away as Lewis gets in small strikes of damage. Are those planes intentionally white-bordered? Coleman does like using white-bordered lands. Yeah, and this is Coleman's deck. And we're going to try and resolve that. Looks like we're going to get Snapcaster into, I think, the Negate. Is that still in the graveyard? Oh, no, it's just a Mana Leak. Okay, so we're going to see a Snapcaster Mana Leak, but now Michael gets to be the one chipping away with this Snapcaster Mage sitting behind lands. Oh, he's so nice to me. Moving that one up. Yes, Tevin. You put a cap up, but it's true. Serum Visions from Michael. Drawing the card, doing some scrying. And did not take long for him to make that choice. Gonna slide that one to the bottom, keep one on top, one on bottom, likes that card. Does draw into a Celestial Colonnade, and I think that is also a Glacial Fortress. Looks like that is what we are going for. Okay. Notably, Glacial Fortress has some pretty gorgeous art. Can we all talk about that for a moment? Lightning Bolt the draw, along with a Piinkir Nalaar, could fire this one off. It's really good at going around spot removal, and it's likely that Michael took out any of the sweepers in here. Thoughts on the Goryo's Vengeance deck? Between Griselbrand and Goryo's Vengeance, I think Goryo's Vengeance is better than the Shoal version. I think it's just a lot more explosive. You have a lot more ways to go off using those expertise. I think that deck is where I would be right now. And it looks like we do have some Thopters coming down with this Piinkir Nalaar resolving. So Michael, if he's okay with that, is either out of counterspells or he's got another answer in his hand. Looks like a Sphinx's Revelation is the way to go. Nice, Destus. Glacial Fortress, Game of Thrones altars. But you know what? I'm going to bring up Glacial Fortress. The art's just way too cool. So, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. God, the art is so good. Everything about that. Brilliant art. Hey, what's up, Maximum? It's good to see you. So another lane coming down from Michael, who's continuing to grind. Does have a Detention Sphere. Could fire this one off to take down the Thopters or the Piinkir Nalaar. But it does just hit both Thopters pretty cleanly. Lewis does have the... Actually, it doesn't. Because whichever one Michael targets, he can actually throw that Thopter at Michael and knock him down to 14. Looks like we do have the Detention Sphere coming down, and we're going to target the Piinkir Nalaar. Time to see if there is a response, possibly in the form of throwing one of these Thopters. And it looks like that... No, we're just going to activate... Okay, so we're actually going to activate the Scryland at the untap, and maybe try getting in with these Thopters over time. Okay, activating another one. And at the upkeep, we are going to draw into this. That looks to be a Skred to me. Not a great card at the moment. Royal Pandas, thank you so much for that follow. It is a pleasure having you here. You are a rock star, and your name is amazing. It's always nice to have royalty here, and I look forward to it. What's up, Melvin? It's good to see you. So Swing for 2 is going to take Michael down to 14, who is going to respond with a Think Twice and likely a flashback of it. Oh, no, he doesn't have the mana. Okay, so it is just going to be the one Think Twice, trying to replace it and give himself the opportunity to later spend 3 mana to actually go up a card. Draws into yet another Think Twice here. Celestial Colonnade coming down, and we might just be seeing a Serum Visions and a pass. Michael very much on the draw-go game plan because he's not under a whole lot of stress or like the threats are just not there. What I'd like to see out of Lewis is actually, if he knows the top card, which I don't think he does, he could activate the Scrying Sheets and then draw a card with the Mind Stone. He no longer really needs that Mind Stone, and he can get this off of the top of his library, and then at the upkeep, go for another Scrying Sheets, and it looks like that is what we're doing, and that was a Storm Breath Dragon. That's pretty good. If he doesn't go for the Scrying Sheets, he's playing around Logic Knot. He could also just go for, oh man. Another option is that he could play the Relic of Progenitus first, because that means that it gives him the option of actually playing around the Snapcaster. If the Snapcaster is the answer, then what Lewis can do is actually counter it that way. So this Relic is going to come down. We're taking a look at the graveyard. Not a whole lot happening. Oh, there is a Disallow in there. If Michael's relying on a Snapcaster Mage as his answer, and we can't quite tell at the moment, there's a chance that this Stormbreath Dragon resolves, and seeing a Stormbreath Dragon is always exciting. Going for it now, actually. So he's trying to draw a card sooner rather than later. Comes into another Relic. Possibly now going for it this way does mean that you no longer have access to the Logic Knot either. So if Michael had an answer, he no longer does. Do we have it? We're going to think twice and dig. Oh, that Serum Visions was so good. That Serum Visions was so good. Put that one on top. Knew it was there. Fired off a Think Twice to make sure that he was able to get into that one. Did it eliminate them? They're supposed to be at 1-1. There we go. My goodness gracious. Just brutal. So Michael does take 2 off of those Thopters. That was a sweet scry. Style points to Michael. Style points to Michael on that one. We do have a Kitchen Finks. Oh man. We're going to gain 2 off of this with the Kitchen Finks coming into play. And now we've got a race situation in which actually Michael might have the advantage. At least Lewis can actually stop. He could have scred the Kitchen Finks and then use the Relic to make sure that it doesn't actually return and get a redraw out of it. Because of that Persist being a trigger, he can just scred it, remove it, and then move on. He could also Molten Rain this Celestial Colonnade to make sure that he doesn't lose the race to that. Looks like that might be the play that we're looking at. And it is the Colonnade that we're targeting. Michael did have to dig for that Cryptic Command off the top last time, so it's possible that he's out of the counter magic that would be net needed. It looks like that we're just going to Logic Knot and try and tax him out. Alright. So taxes him out with this. He does get a turn to just kind of go ham. He could... I think... I kind of like scredding the Kitchen Finks and then popping the Relic. That's awesome, Super MTG. Errant Path, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate that. Thank you so very, very much. Really kind of you to host on over. It's not even an auto-host. So we've got an attack for 3, and we're going to fall to 15. I think Michael's coming ahead on this race situation. Might just start popping the Relic and maybe is trying to take it down naturally, or just trying to outgrind drawing cards off the top. Lewis forgetting to activate the Relic there, though. Save Scred for the Colonnade. It does seem like a distinct possibility. That's not a bad card to hit on top, though. Especially with that Scred potentially targeting that Colonnade. That looks very good. So firing off the Koth here. This sticking is pretty good. There is a Celestial Purge, however, on the battlefield, so a little bit less good. It means that he does get a hit for 4 in, which is, I guess, probably the most relevant thing here. So an attack for 6. And we are going to condemn that. It's target attacking creature. Lewis is going to gain 4 life out of it, so he's going to go back up to 19. But Michael does stay above. This might put him back into a position of maybe being okay in this race. Losing the mana isn't back-breaking by any means. He's likely going to lose the Koth here. Looks like Michael might be going for it now. He is going to exile the Koth. Michael in top deck mode. So Michael is now in top deck mode, does have the Think Twice, which I think he's going to fire off here. He is, but something like a land means that he still is there. And it looks like we're going to untap from Michael's side. He's going to be in the driver's seat, but he's running light on resources. Lewis, very possibly going to be popping this Relic just to try and dig farther into the deck and try and maybe overload any counterspells with a threat. It's an attack for 3. Lewis okay with this. And he is going to activate this using the Relic, but falling to 16. He's going to... Not using the Scrying... Okay, there we go. So we're going to get the Scrying Sheets activation happening here. We are going to reveal the mountain. And likely going to go for that at the upkeep, actually. Let's see if we do get that activation. If he's got... Yep. Alright. It's a gas card. It's a Koth. A Koth resolving here is pretty big, if it does. I don't think that there's a whole lot of reason to hold back. Michael's almost out of things. The only thing I would potentially do is pop the Relic first. But it looks like we are not going to be going for that one. If it is a Logic Knot, then that's the way it is. It's a Flash Freeze off the top. Just brutal. Oh, man. Just brutal. But we're going to attack for 2 again. We're going to knock Michael down to... He said, I'm going to activate the Colonnade. Michael's and Lewis going to scred the Colonnade. It's going to deal 2. Michael now short a Colonnade. Back to top deck mode. Lewis with 2 Thopters lined up against a Kitchen Finks. Lewis at 16 needs to take 6 hits. Michael at 8 only needs to take 4. Life gain, massive. Draw spells, huge. Draws into a Ghost Quarter, attacks for 3. And Michael is starting to lose this game. He is falling behind on these resources. Lewis has got room to run. We're going to upkeep activate that one. We're going to go for the Scrying Sheets, and we are seeing the Scrying Sheets activations take this game over. And Apia and Kieran Nalaar is the draw. This was also going to provide a huge amount of reach to Lewis. This is going to give him more power in the air from these Thopter tokens. He's going to attack Michael down to 6. Lewis will have 6 on board, plus the ability to throw these Thopters. Woo! Woo! My goodness gracious. How is Grixis Delver right now in terms of meta? It's okay. It's falling behind a bit, but that's mostly because any of the people running Grixis or Jund are kind of trying out the Death Shadow stuff. Shadow just looks like a better deck at the current point, but that can certainly switch. But I think everyone's kind of gunning for Delvers because they're all making sure that they can kill a Death Shadow. And if you can kill a Death Shadow, you can almost certainly kill a Delver. Now, of course, all things meta are cyclical. That could absolutely change over time. Michael's at 6, Lewis at 13. Michael's looking for an answer. Did he find one here? If this is a Cryptic Command, there's a world in which some of these tap in the field becomes an option. But Lewis has got 6 damage just in throwing Thopters. If Lewis untaps, he has lethal through activations. So Cryptic Command actually isn't enough. It's an attack for 3 to put Lewis down. So whatever it is the Cryptic. We might have to bounce the Pia and Kieran Nalaar and draw a card and look for another threat. But bouncing it looks real bad. If you don't bounce it, though, then you're just about dead, though. Bouncing his Detention Sphere and drawing a card. Now, this is a clever play. This is very clever. Depending on the card that he draws, it's a Tech Edge. But now he could take down... Should have courted the Sheets? I think that you're right. He could take down either the P and Kieran Nalaar or the Thopters. Unfortunately, had some rough luck on the draw there. Needs to take down the Pia and Kieran Nalaar. No, he could take down the Thopters. If he takes down the Thopters, he only needs one removal spell. So, you use the 3 mana, you remove the Thopter. Oh no! If you try and take out a Thopter, Lewis has got to kill with the 3 mana that's represented. So you're still fine. So if Lewis just throws a Thopter, especially the one that's being targeted, Lewis is fully aware of the detention sphere. Michael may have been hoping that Lewis would try using the scrying sheets before it dies. Detention sphere on a Thopter, I believe. And we are going to throw the Thopter. Michael picks up the cards. He knows when he's lost. Lewis with Skred takes down that matchup.
I heard you were lonely. Back here.
You look great. Are you not playing? Did you suck and you dropped?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on in.
That's more like it.
Our coloration is a little bit weird today.
Yeah, it is.
The camera keeps kind of getting fuzzy with the cameras. A couple of times I've turned yellow. Once or twice I turned red. It's kind of fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't honestly know why. But let's head on up to the booth, and while you may have just stepped in...
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's try and find another one. Hello everybody, and thank you so much for joining. My name's TJ, this is the Geek Fortress stream, and I think I just saw that the volume, or that the music may be off again. I was supposed to fix that, but let me know. You never talk in chat? Zergden! But that haircut is great. Aww! There is music today. Perfect. The music is back. Thank you, LouBoy97. We're going to see if we can find another match for all of you. Where did Coleman go? He is off to find us another match if he can. So he's going to take a look, see what he can find, and see what he can do. Coleman is a wizard? Coleman is a wizard. That is a fact. One that I will believe until the day I die. Every single day. Every single day. Okay, let's see what we can do about this. Sorry, I'm playing with some of our settings at the moment, and I'm really trying not to mess it up too badly, but I think I may have just nailed it. So, everybody who's joining, feel free to hit that follow button. We're currently coming up towards the end, or possibly in the middle, of round 1. Round 1, and we've got 4 of them tonight. Is that not exciting? Yes, it is. And if you aren't excited, you should be. We've got 3 minutes left, which means that Coleman is likely to just about rejoin us in here and get ready for round 2. Likely he's going to stay out there until round 2 is firing up, and we are going to see what we've got. Control magic for blue in standard modern, too powerful. What do you mean for control magic? Like any good blue combo decks in existence? Ad Nauseam is a blue control deck in some ways. Storm's pretty good. Nicole Howard, it's been so long. How are you? How are you? Welcome back. I still don't fully get why. Like, you showed up in one of our first ever streams, shouted that, and you've just done it since. And I don't fully understand it, but I love it. Control magic. Isn't that in modern? Control magic for blue in standard modern too powerful? I thought that is in standard. You are great, Nicole Howard. You are great. 100%. Would be fine in modern? Oh, is it not? Okay. Interesting. You're playing GH3. I'm going to pretend like I know what that is as I Google it. Yes! That's so cool. That's so very cool that you're playing that, which is... Oh, I can't even find out what that is. I have no idea what that is. I messed up. Okay. It's not in modern? Interesting. Affinity's plays in modern right now. I think it's kind of medium. I'm not entirely sure. Guitar Hero. You're playing Guitar Hero? Can I come play? Shoot me an invite. Let's play Guitar Hero. I'm totally down. Let's do that. Do you have all the mic and stuff? I will do the vocals. I can't do drums though, but I can do bass and guitar, and I can poorly do the vocals, but it's fun. Send me an invite. Let's play some Guitar Hero. Oh man. That is awesome. Affinity's place in Modern right now. I don't think that it's particularly strong. We're kind of in a mid-range heavy meta. We're starting to move in that direction, which is actually fantastic for the overall health of Modern. But a lot of people are kind of prepping for it. And
we're approaching the end of round 1. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
I hear you. Your haircut got complimented.
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
Thank
someone
you.
who almost never comments. They're like, I never comment, but Coleman's hair is great.
Thank you, person who almost never comments. I assume that's their name.
No, their name is Zergden.
Zergden. Thank you.
Yeah.
It is a nice thing to say.
It is a nice thing to say. Indeed. Okay, what difficulty? I was on the second hardest. I was on hard. Not like the legend or whatever it is. I mostly played Rock Band, which apparently there's kind of a feud between the two games. But anyway, the second hardest one is what I generally play at, and it's been a long time, so you'll probably beat me. But then I'll get back into it and just beat it, just annihilate. It'll be great. Okay, mind control is in Modern, just costs 1 more. Oh, I don't think that a 4-mana mind control would probably be good enough. Okay, how is this new set? The new set is actually excellent. Modern Masters 3 is incredible. The Aether Revolt is overall fantastic. The block was very flavorful. It was fun. It had some cool mechanics, some cool design. It had a Smuggler's Copter, which was straight busted. The problem is that standard overall has been met, but that's mostly because of the previous sets. So hopefully as those rotate out, the true coolness of Kaladesh can be explored a little bit more, because right now you can't really play too many of the cards since so many of what the good stuff is happening came out before. So we'll have to see what happens moving forward. Okay. You purposefully avoided the shop? Oh man, I know. I do love... Man, now I want to go play Guitar Hero. Now I want to. That's kind of exciting. Sword of Temptation played back in Twin Era. That's true. That's true. And right now you have Threads of Disloyalty, which is sometimes just better. Never know. Never know. Alright, everybody. Well, if you are just joining us, be sure to join us more in the future. Hit that follow button, hit that heart, and join us more. Coleman's coming back, but before he tells me what we've got, also just consider this.
What's that?
Alongside, well, not you, them. Well, actually,
okay.
You too.
Okay, well, I mean, I am alongside you.
In addition to being able to hit that follow button, you can support the stream in another way. In fact, 2 other ways. One of them is, in fact, subbing to the stream, which
that
means
is correct.
The world to us. It's very exciting. I mean, it helps us do what we do because we operated for over a year with nothing. And now we're just kind of starting to get ready to start utilizing some of those funds that we've been able to assemble. Hey, what's up, puppy dog eyes?
With the hearts
I
and everything.
love the hearts. Oh, the puppy dog
That
eyes.
is awesome.
That is delightful. But you can also go to GeekFortressGames.com for any of the purchases that you may need Magic related. Yes, we are in Seattle. Next time, come by and hang out with us, puppy dog eyes. Okay. So, what have you got for us?
There's a repair.
I have a repair, apparently.
You just want me on stream?
Yeah, that'd be...
Always.
Actually, his deck was pretty cool.
You have to
Always.
call it the perfect gifts.
It's pretty difficult to find the perfect gifts.
But I did it.
But you did it?
I did.
My goodness, and Christmas is coming early. Justin's got a gifts for you. I love it. I love it. All right. Galanox777 with that sub. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. You're amazing and supportive and awesome with that subscription. Thank you so very much. I will send out some emails. It'll get you into the Discord that we have going on, but otherwise you get some cool emotes. You get a badge next to your name. You get my undying appreciation for everything that you do to help us out. Nicholas N with the sub as well. Thank you so much. Rah! I'm hyped, Coleman.
All right.
Who's facing the wall?
We've got Kenneth,
Ooh.
who is on Kiki Court.
Ooh, against
And
Justin.
Justin, who is on a gifts deck.
Boy, it's unfortunate that Justin's going to lose with the perfect gifts.
Yep, unfortunate.
Actually, maybe not. I don't know. Thank you. I love this tie. Found it on sale. Hold on here. Let's call it.
That's not bad.
All right. So,
And then you just
How do
don't you just don't put gifs as the picture.
how
That'd
do
be
you
hilarious.
how do you feel about this matchup?
I actually don't know. I mean, typically the control deck's favored, but
So I think
because maybe it's because I've played against Ian enough, and Ian's always beaten me whenever I'm playing a control deck.
that, but Ian also plays that one in a pretty
Yeah.
unusual way. It's not Gift Storm, unfortunately. It is sweet though. We've got Gifts Ungiven. It's basically a control deck. Actually, I think it's
Yeah,
Esper?
I actually
Oh,
think,
no, I think it's
I think
four
it's four color.
Yeah.
I think it's 4-color gifts.
Yep.
Oh no, there's an easy way to do this. Trust me.
No.
No.
What do you got?
I was gonna say you just call it the perfect 4 gifts.
Oh, nah, that's getting too complicated.
Alright, fine.
Anyway, let's head on down and let's see what else we can do. Man, this guy's hyped. Yeah, I get hyped.
He does get hype.
It's so much fun. Alright, so Justin convinced that this deck is perfect. He's probably right. The deck's great.
Well, I mean, he has been known to spout perfect things.
Mostly
So-
just the word perfect.
Mostly just the word perfect.
What's up, Pathroger?
His favorite villain in Dragon Ball Z, Perfect Cell.
His favorite
story.
wrestler in old school wrestling, Mr. Perfect. Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
I can't think of any more things with perfect in them.
His favorite position to be awarded while at Hogwarts, Prefect.
Oh, because it's not quite perfect, but it's close enough.
So we've got some 4-color gifts. We got any burn in the tournament? I'm almost certain of it.
But you see, his favorite elf, Imperious Perfect. Thought of one.
And you just had to go for it right at the end, so now that I
Yep,
lose.
see, there we go. Also one in the chat. Way to go, 11 Dot. You and I...
Oh, man. So, why is the perfect allowed? It's funny. Foil John got out of it.
So, Justin gonna play a Misty Rainforest. And Kenneth is gonna play a different fetch land.
Double standards? No, we don't play standard. Standard's awful.
Yeah, we don't have 2 standards a week either.
That's true. That's true.
There's the only one standard, and we don't play it.
Destus, I do know who was playing that. I'm pretty sure that was Patrick down at Card Kingdom who was playing the Bird Brain deck.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yep. It's
Yeah,
it's the Brain
Melvin,
Ninja.
I think he just mentioned Justin's favorite video game.
Ooh, nice.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, he does in fact play Storm.
Everyone's gonna make a fuss, ruin the fun. Okay, so we have got a breeding pool joining that Watered Grave for Justin on the battlefield. He does have access to the Sword of the Meat combo, so that's going to be pretty solid. He does have his mana base is kind of beastly, I suppose.
I was gonna say it is not. It is an untamed.
He's got a sweet One of Life in the Loam.
Well, yeah, when you play gifts, I think that's actually happened. That actually has to be there. I think that's in the contract. Whenever you play gifts, you have to put a life from one.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not a story the tournament organizers would tell you.
Okay, so we do have a Voice of Resurgence, and actually going for the Scavenging is over it. So
Well, it's
looks like Justin's going to Abrupt Decay it. That actually would have been pretty disruptive. Justin's deck is a lot weaker to Graveyard Hate than you would initially think. Obviously, Gifts Ungiven does imply that, but
although
there's not a lot of interaction
not
happening.
playing the Voice of Resurgence is actually going to come back to haunt him because now it gets Inquisition.
Well, I mean, the play would have been similar the other way. Justin likely wouldn't have gone for the Abrupt Decay on it. Maybe would have gone for a main step, or just let him had a 2/2 because that one's a lot less disruptive to him.
Yeah, I have to imagine he's not playing a whole lot of counter spells, but at the same time, a 2/2 is a 2/2, and especially one as disruptive as Voice.
Yeah, absolutely. And Gifts, it does keep him from going for the end step Gifts as well.
Also, crucially, Kenneth not hitting his third land drop.
That is going to be pretty backbreaking. Justin hitting his 4th. It's an Urborg, so at least Kenneth's mana base a little bit fixed. He can now cast his Orzhov Pontiff.
I was going to say he draws Murmuring Bosk.
Actually, that's cool.
Yep, but you know what it doesn't do? Enter the battlefield untapped if you don't have a tree folk.
Yeah. And it looks like Justin's going for Noxious Revival, Thopter Sword.
He's gonna pull off the classic. I want everything.
Muddle the Mixture.
And I assume we're gonna. I think he has sword in his hand, but we're just gonna get sword anyway.
If he has the sword in his hand, then I wouldn't mind something like an Academy Ruins.
That's not bad, but I think I might actually just see if he has a Snapcaster,
Snapcaster's also good.
because that way, if he gives you that
Snap
way,
Decay, something like that.
well, you can snap Noxious Revival. Couldn't think of the name.
Nice. Okay. So he was considering the Academy Rune, still working out what he wants. That Muddle the Mixture is going to give him access to the Sword of the Meek as well. The Noxious Revival, yeah. So it looks like it might be the Academy Runes.
You know, for a perfect gift stack, his pile's not jumping out immediately.
I think that I would make the give him the Noxious Revival and the Academy Runes. Or no, I might give him the.
I'd give him the Muddle.
I think I'd give him the Muddle and the Academy Runes. It costs Justin the most mana. It buys you the most time.
I think I'd actually give him the Noxious Revival because that actually is the worst card.
But it does give Justin the most immediate benefit. It means that Justin can just go off next turn because he'll fire that off to get the.
Well, it does cost 3 to find it because you have to transmute it.
No, I'm talking Noxious Revival.
Oh,
Justin's
Noxious Revival?
Oh, so that's going to the graveyard. He's given him the Thopter Foundry and the Academy Runes.
Interesting.
I was actually expecting that to go the other way.
Yeah, I was too.
So possibly he's banking that he doesn't have the Sword of the Meek. And taking out the Muddle and the ability to get the Muddle back.
I guess.
Like it's a risky call, but
yeah,
I think
mean,
he was just...
also, I mean, giving Justin a muddled mixture when you have a cord in your hand, that can't be great.
That's true.
I guess it doesn't really matter.
No, there's an Urborg out.
Right.
Yep.
Forgot about that.
So leaves up a blue and a green. The green strikes me as
I think
completely
he meant,
irrelevant.
I think you meant he's
A
gonna
blue,
leave
green,
up,
and a black?
Yep. It's going to leave up the rare Triland.
Leaves up a Sultai.
And Kenneth missing on his 4th land drop.
And gonna pass it back. We're gonna make ourselves a Thopter. We're gonna feel kind of cool about it. Notably, no longer has the blue Thopter tokens that he took from me.
Yeah, it's, these Thopters always running away.
It's okay. I have lost more tokens from my deck boxes in the... My goodness. The
Yeah.
amount of times that I have to replace my tokens is absurd.
I was going to say, all the tokens you see right there were mine at one point.
A good amount of them are mine as well.
Yeah, and suddenly, when I just want to get one token back, it's gone. Because I had voice tokens in there, and then I started playing voice again.
Actually, they
and
are in there.
They're not in there anymore.
They're in sleeves. I saw them yesterday.
No, I mean like actual voice tokens.
Oh, yeah. People are like that.
Yeah.
People like taking our tokens. Thop in the shop. Dang, that's a pretty fun way to say it. Birds of Paradise coming on down for Kenneth. It looks neat.
It is. It does like to be here because it's a bird of paradise.
I don't really get what you're trying to make a joke for there.
It's no problem. It's mostly because it was nothing and it's a bad joke.
Gotcha. Isn't that a Hornet token? Yes, it is.
It's actually a wasp.
He thought it looked cool, which, frankly, I agree.
It does in fact look cool.
Did we know that there's a card called Wall of Junk? I didn't. I'm certain you did.
Yep. That actually describes half of my decks right there. They are in fact walls of junk.
And every time that you play it, it just returns to your hand at end of combat.
Yep.
Every time he loses, he just returns to his
And
hand.
most
and
most of the time they're absent colored too.
That's actually pretty true. Yeah, man, that is actually surprisingly true. I'm gonna get you a T-shirt.
So,
We draw. Actually, I believe that we just saw
Thirst for Knowledge. Yeah, Thirst for Knowledge is a great one, especially combining.
I don't need it. I've got 8 damage on the field.
I'm
just gonna keep swinging.
I mean, I still would fire it off here.
I wouldn't.
He's still. You can thirst and still present lethal damage this next turn.
But why? Why?
Because if Kenneth draws Pontiff, you can try to find a counterspell.
But I'd rather thirst when that comes up. I may not go all out. I may not.
I mean,
I
would
may
probably,
not make max
I would
Thopters,
probably just do it
but I
on the
wouldn't
end
fire it
step.
I wouldn't fire it off. Because then what if he chords for the Pontiff in response? Though he can't right now.
Yeah.
Exiles Simian Spirit Guide.
Yeah, that's.
He's just going for the lethal amount. I actually think that this is like playing around path and just taking the lethal beyond a path is, I think, the right way to do it, because he doesn't need to use more resources than he's currently using, but he's given himself the option of having them. So like if he responds, that gives him the chance to thirst to find the exact answer. This looks like a Restoration Angel. It does mean that Kenneth would have two creatures to block. Kenneth would go to 1.
Yeah, but still.
Still
that's-
not enough. I mean, Kenneth will be at 1. But
let's see, we got what?
What's your out? Oh no, at 2.
Yeah, he'll be at 2.
At 2. Feeling nifty. Though Justin, honestly, I'm not sure if I'm that worried about it.
I think you could still fire this off.
Just
It's
a-
fine.
A safe thirst to see if you find like a Murder's Cut.
I mean, if you have Mana Leak. Okay.
Does find a gift I'm given.
But I think he is going to be discarding the Thopter Foundry.
I imagine so. He's not under any threat of losing it yet. I think he's got a Snapcaster in hand too.
Yeah, Snap Decay would be pretty good, but there's the fact that if he goes Snap Decay on the bird, Kenneth takes 8, and you're in basically the same position.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so has he played a land yet this turn?
Well, we're in combat.
That's true. He used an Abrupt Decay. If that's a Snapcaster, then I may have liked Snap Abrupt Decay. It still puts Kenneth at 1 though, so I guess maybe that's not what I wanted.
Yeah, and then like this is also. So what are we
Indeed.
seeing here? We're gonna see Snap
let-
Decay now after combat because they played the land.
A saucy Snap
Oh,
Decay.
we're gonna path our own guy because he has Jiki in his hand.
Justin is going to lose a game that he had no business losing.
I believe he lost to the perfect draws from Kenneth. Oh, he doesn't have another basic mountain, so actually he might not.
He needs to draw the red.
Actually, I don't think Kenneth has an out because he's at 1. And all of his red sources deal damage to him.
You're right. No, all the fetches.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a bird. No! Kenneth! No! No, Kenneth! You can do it! Hold
so
on!
close.
Justin might F6 through his turn. Violet Thicket.
Well, he didn't draw it.
You don't know that.
Well, actually, we do, because if he had Firelight Thicket, he would have played
No,
Firelight Thicket.
there's mystery involved. I believe. Come on,
He drew a
Kenneth.
bird.
Come on, Kenneth. Give it haste. Can we arbitrarily give a bird haste?
No.
Dang it!
I don't think so. I don't think so.
God, I'm always trying to explore the bent boundaries of commentating. Apparently I hit.
That is one of them. I don't think we can directly impact the
Like-
game.
Ah. No! Give the bird haste with Kiki Chiki!
There we go. Obviously. So, if Kenneth does actually have Orzhov Pontiff, he has a line here. He just Pontiffs now. Then, Justin has no lethal attackers.
Doro, yes. He has the cards in his hand. The ones that are upside down are the ones that Justin saw with his first Inquisition.
Yeah, that's actually pretty common. I've seen that before.
It means that you always know what information they have.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it.
Yeah,
I think I'm just gonna turn them sideways.
I think so. Well, I mean, the Murmuring Bosk does tap for green without damaging you because it is a land forest.
Yes.
So he won't take any damage from there. To people wondering about that.
Yes.
But it's a classic mistake of casting a chord on your opponent's turn when you should cast it at sorcery speed.
Is this a chord for Pontiff?
Well,
It's a chord for 3.
Looks like a chord for 3.
It's a chord for Pontiff. I mean, actually, it's not like the wrong. I think in this situation, it kind of is the right way to go about it because otherwise, Justin just would have at the end step activated enough to.
Yeah, it's we're gonna see a gifts here probably for 3 counter spells. 4
Probably,
counter spells.
if he's got them.
That won't do anything.
That's not enough. I think he is not.
Oh, he might be going for the fatal push on the bird plan.
It doesn't work though.
But it will prevent Kenneth from having a third red again.
True. There's a chance. If the Orzhov Pontiff comes down and Kenneth wins because of it.
Ooh, it doesn't look like. Yeah, it doesn't look like Justin has counter spells. Oh, I guess you. Yeah, you can push Restoration Angel. That's true.
He has to do it on his turn though.
Yep. So from this pile, what do you give him?
If he's gonna sweep my board, I'm just gonna cast a Damnation.
Well, you're not going to give him Muddle, that's for sure.
Why?
Because Muddle's going to counter the core.
Oh,
You're gonna die.
that card actually has text.
Yeah, that actually does something.
Totally forgot. I forgot that card even.
Yeah,
does.
that actually is a very real card.
That card's not even a tutor all the time. That's funny. Okay.
In fact, most of the time it's not a tutor. You actually, this is actually a very good
Super
card.
funny. No, I know. It's funny to me because I always forget that the card occasionally actually matters other than the other times.
Okay, so this cord is going to resolve, and we probably are going to see the.
Almost certainly a Pontiff, followed by. Has Justin played? No, he hasn't played a land yet this turn.
Yep, we are going to see the Pontiff.
If he has a land in hand, we're gonna wrath the board probably.
So I think I would have liked to have seen this on Kenneth's turn, because this way you eliminate the line of Justin doing exactly this.
Thank you. We're streaming Big Modern. Or do you just mean stream big? Do you just mean you're streaming Modern, or are you specifying Big Modern? Because
Either way,
if we can get credit for being the first people to stream Big Modern, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with being.
It's a wasteland, not a hasteland.
Yeah,
Who
that was a
said
good
that?
one. I think it might have been Carl actually. That's why it was funny.
Alright, so we're gonna cast the Damnation at the land.
The
Justin,
the Pontiff wants to get Haunt going, but
it's a spooky Pontiff.
yep.
Oh, goodness. Oh, well, 4 color gifts. I mean, he's actually still in a position of winning. He
Yeah,
did have to
yeah.
tap out, so Kenneth's got time.
Yeah, he
Justin gets to untap.
he does
and
have.
He's got he's got a pretty renewable resource here. Oh, goodness.
Ah, you see, Kenneth brought actual Thopters.
Ha! Ha ha!
What a nerd.
Justin, looking like a fool with your wasp on the ground.
This actually is 4 color gifts.
Yep.
Even down to the snow covered and regular island.
It might just be Sultai. There's a small chance that it's just Sultai.
He actually has a Hallowed Fountain in his hand.
Oh, you're right.
So,
You're right.
ha! Got this one.
Hooray! We haven't either. It's possible that they're also largely sideboard.
Yeah, it's
Probably not Supreme Verdict. Technically, Thopter Foundry has got white in its mana cost.
true story.
Technically.
So this is
No Kiki Jiki. We do have a Sacred Foundry in hand, but we're at 1.
yep.
No! Kenneth can get
So
both white and...
we have Path, we have Kiki Jiki, and we have Sacred Foundry.
Mm-hmm. Could be an Unburial Rites as well.
So what Justin's gonna make? At this point, you can just make as many Thopters as you want.
I'm gonna say that I'm making at least 3.
Let's see, you need 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you'd want at least 5.
I could see... Oh, are you talking to block, throw?
Yeah,
Okay.
you'd want at least 5, and then possibly 6.
So one of them has a sword on it. He's got an Abrupt Decay as well. What's up, Zach? It's good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. I'm excited about tomorrow. Streaming some Esper Seance with Zach from twitch.tv/RedBaronMTG tomorrow. I'm
Yeah,
super
you all
excited.
should tune in.
You should all tune in.
Especially Zach. It'd be weird if he doesn't show up.
Please do. That's funny. So we've got
So
the
there's
attack.
so there's enough of an attack here. I think it actually is lethal no matter what.
I believe so. Oh goodness. So Justin's looking pretty not bad right now.
Yeah, even tried to cast a spell snare as Serum Visions, and then actually played the Serum Visions. And if that's not if that is not,
A show of show of power.
yeah, if that doesn't tell you I'm winning this game, I think that, oh,
Appears not to be best.
he's
be
winning the
scared.
game. That's
Oh
what it
man,
is.
I remember saying that the other night. Steven appears not to be best be scared.
Oh, that's an interesting card for Justin to have.
Is the seance list here tonight?
It is not. Sorry.
It's okay.
If it was, I probably wouldn't be back here because I'd be having fun and not playing eggs.
I have assembled 2 seances in the last day
Ho-ho.
in anticipation of building it in paper.
I have almost all of it. I have the whole deck, as Anthony figured out 2 days ago.
Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, what's up? Walnuts Magoo. Hello, hello. It's good to see you, everybody. I just read that there's almost 300 of you. Hello, everybody. My name's TJ.
I'm Coleman.
And we're streaming out of Geek Fortress in Snohomish, Washington, which you can find at geekfortressgames.com. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. We do this 3 times a week currently, trying to eventually get back to that 4 again. But Modern Legacy, always on the menu.
Would
on
you say
Wednesday.
you're looking forward to that?
I would.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I did.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. Can we change his deck name to the Thop Shop? No. My 2 mods won't let me have any fun. Unfortunately.
I mean, 2 of the mods won't let you have fun.
2 of my mods won't let me have any fun.
And
so I
then
can't.
one of the other mods is actually Justin. So,
That's a good point. maybe I should. Oh man. I know.
Which
I
eggs
know.
list? It's just an old-fashioned. It's an old-fashioned KCI list.
Can you rights for gifts, or can you gifts for rights in Iona? Then fail to find the yes.
Yes,
the rest?
that is
yes.
true. Because Gifts Ungiven says your opponent chooses which cards go to the graveyard. You can use it as a double entomb, or just a single entomb if you're really getting that weird about it.
You know what? Sometimes you do want to have a single entomb, and it lets you really find who you are. You know. Where do we find deck lists? Unfortunately, we don't have them. These events are just our weekly tournaments. Well, actually, twice weekly for Modern.
Yeah, that's true.
But we don't require deck lists as a process of our tournaments because logistically it's a nightmare for a regular RL
Yeah.
event.
Yeah, it's they're doing us a favor by playing on camera. It's a bit.
I don't want to make it even harder on them.
It's a bit much to also. Hey, can you rate your deck list out?
So, some of them have in the past, but right now we currently are not collecting them.
Mm-hmm.
If I can ever get to the point to have a way to do it efficiently and well and quickly, I will, but it doesn't exist at the moment. As
Yeah.
far as Justin's deck list, I don't have it, unfortunately.
You might. I was gonna say Justin might be able to tweet it. I'm not even sure if he
he
has
might
a
be
Twitter
proud enough of the deck to
to post it at some point.
Exactly. So I'll tell you what, I will mention it to him, and by saying I will mention it to him, I mean Coleman here is going to be an absolute wonderful person and mention it to him next time he steps out there.
Yep.
And he is then going to see if Jessica can send it to me, and I will tweet it out from Red Baron MTG.
Or he'll either say yes or he'll say sorry I can't share the perfection. It'll be one of those 2. I'm calling it right now. Also, Gifts Ungiven 99. I wonder who you were rooting for.
Good question. A shot that does Modern twice a week, you need to move here? Yes, you do. We're located in Snohomish, Washington. It's a beautiful place and a beautiful country. Where we are right now,
Yes.
within half an hour, let's say.
Yeah.
We have got views of 2 separate mountain ranges on both sides. of
Well,
us.
actually, you can see mountain ranges from basically right
Everywhere.
outside the store.
Right. So we've got mountain ranges on 2 sides. We've got functionally an ocean. That's actually a sound.
Yep, that's true.
We've got beautiful islands, gorgeous forests.
Yep.
We have got Seattle just south. We've
Yep.
got Canada just north.
Yep.
We've got anything else? We've got beautiful weather.
Yeah, it is. we do
Mild
agree.
weather, overcast often, but
Yeah, if you like sun, I would not recommend moving to the Pacific Northwest.
If you like, it's not even like we get occasional sun, but it's never like
It's never like sunny.
yeah,
It's always like, oh, you get like a couple hours.
exactly.
It's very good.
Exactly. So
Yeah, it is in fact great because there are a bunch of stores around here that do basically whatever you want.
you are actually correct. Any day that I want to play a format, I can find a shop within half an hour.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Not even questioning it. So 2 lands out for Kenneth. Does have a voice, a Wall of Roots, and a Birds of Paradise on the battlefield. We did see the turn 1 birds into the turn 2 wall, which then is a fetch into the Sacred Foundry, which using the wall on the turn that it came out, because that is not a tap ability, therefore Summoning Sickness not a factor, uses that to cast the Voice of Resurgence. Pretty stellar turn 2 for Kenneth.
Yeah, that's a very good start. And the voice is a very good payoff for it. And Justin drawing a very good card that should be in his graveyard.
Mm-hmm. Did you really? Did it talk about how we're the anti-capital of the Western America?
I heard the Pacific Northwest is the last time I saw that.
Either way, did it tell you that we're the anti-capital Pacific Northwest? Because we are.
Yeah. So this is looking very similar to Game 1. Kenneth has a Scavenging Ooze and a Voice of Resurgence.
You know, it looks pretty similar, except they're still on the battlefield.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's the key difference here.
Also Justin, not with wildly more mana.
Yeah, in fact, Kenneth hitting his land drops and playing spells. That is a great way to actually win.
Probably what Kiki Cord usually tries to do. We've got 3 mana here.
Oh, we got a Sin Collector.
Wow, this is
Collecting
brilliant.
some sins. Also collecting ways to hopefully not die to damnation.
So there's a Thopter Foundry
I'm
and a Sword of the Weak,
taking out that it writes very quickly.
but there's both a sword and actually, do you though?
Yeah, very quick.
I'm not sure I do. I've got a Scavenging Ooze.
Okay. What's your other option? Muddle the Mixture?
Yes.
Not when your board's like this.
Night Fighter 222. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. You're a hero. You're awesome. You're great. Like every single one of those cards in Justin's hand is just wrecked by the Scavenging Ooze. So I guess hitting the Burial Rites is fine, but
Well, I mean, like,
the Maelstrom Pulse is likely going to be pointing at it eventually.
you transmute for what, an Abrupt Decay here? Yeah, like, okay, cool.
I mean, he's already got everything that he needs as far as that
Like
combo's concerned.
the card that like terrifies me the most is that Rites, and like it's easier
Probably Elesh Norn.
it's easier to take out the Rites than it is to take out Muddle the Mixture and constantly worry about that.
Yeah, and especially when you're looking from a life perspective, it's much easier to take out the rights than the wrongs.
That's very true.
Yep, it's unfortunate.
Flavor is a very important game to play.
Flavor is very important. It's the only reason why I play Burn, because that way it's just like when I'm entering the tournament, it's like I'm setting my money and my opponents on fire.
Well, you know how to fight fire, right? With
fire?
more fire.
Yeah.
'Cause that's how you fight everything.
Yes.
So, I understand.
Also, fun fact, I was denied by the fire department.
So Justin Strong drew a Fatal Push, which might prove to be a
Step in the right direction.
very bad card for Kenneth.
A step in the right direction for Justin, and a step off of a very tall building for Kenneth.
Yep.
Yay! I'm actually funny for the first time ever. Can everybody remember this moment? Because it's never going to happen again.
That's probably true, actually.
Oh, man.
So the Fatal Push is going to go after the Scavenging Ooze, and we're going to respond by eating that Muddle the Mixture.
Delicious.
Man, that mixture, it's got to be good.
Pink Floyd 126, thank you so much for the follow. If you are the real Pink Floyd,
Oh, and we're going to see a path going to target
Welcome.
the same Scavenging Ooze.
classy play.
Well, you know, the Ooze really doesn't like being pushed, so it's going to go take a walk.
Interesting.
Also, I don't think you want that information out there, because...
Cool, Tevin. I do like compliments. So we've got the Sword of the Meek joining the battlefield now with a Maelstrom Pulse. If he draws into a land, he has a land. Next turn, he'll have access to both Maelstrom Pulse for any backup graveyard hate and the Sword of the Meek, or the Thopter Foundry. And honestly, like, that combo is just so powerful here.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing that just needs to worry about is the fact that there's a lot of courting that is currently available.
Yeah, and, well, there you go.
Wood for Kiki is very much an option. Big Nate 92, thank you so much for that follow button. It's awesome having you
I think
here.
at this point,
I think you're the same age as me if that's your birth year.
I think I would rather just court for another Scavenging Ooze, perhaps.
You end up actually
not
leaving up
Kiki
3
Jiki
mana,
here.
so you have a good amount of way to utilize that.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe when Justin goes for the activation, you cord for the Scavenging Ooze, eat up that graveyard.
Yep, well, you eat the sword, and then suddenly, well, you have, what, 1 Thopter?
Yeah, and that's pretty handleable.
Yeah, the wall here is fine. It does pay for itself off of a cord.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, there you go.
Nice part is that Justin can't fully utilize a Gifts Ungiven, or at least doesn't want to, because Kenneth has got these Voice of Resurgence.
This Voice of Resurgence.
Mm-hmm.
It's, well, you only have 1 voice. So you gotta use it to the best of its abilities.
Yeah, I saw The King's Speech. Great movie.
It's okay.
Really?
I don't like the King's Speech.
God, you have such terrible taste in movies, and yet every time you give me a movie review, I just believe it. Like,
By the way, everyone go see Logan. It's great.
okay, everyone says that,
Yep,
but like,
because it's great.
anytime that we talk about movies that we've both seen, I'm like, man, you have the worst taste in movies. But anytime that's a movie that you've seen and I haven't, I'm like, he's probably right. Every time. Oh goodness.
That is the best. That is the best one. That is the best flavor-wise thing ever. Is always swords in a Gristlebrand.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Gristlebrand's the big evil
Take
character.
a day off, okay?
And it's just like, no, I'm gonna go farm. I like farming, guys.
Wasn't there a video game that, or a show that had that as a plot point?
Well, I mean, spoilers for the end of Dexter.
Maybe that was it. So we have got a Thopter Foundry and a Sword of the Meek out and about.
The classic combo.
It's so classy. Oh, you said classic. Sure, that too.
Yep, it is both.
This is the kind of
Oh, there's Firelight Thicket.
this
So, yep,
combo
you did have
is
it
the
out.
kind of one that I expect would come to beautiful scenic Snohomish to enjoy its fine antiques and classic wines. I'm
Well-
getting paid by the Snohomish Travel Agency. That's not a thing, nor is the fact that I'm getting paid by them. I should have said the business of tourism. I don't know.
The tourism
Department of-
business?
The tourism business. Yes, all this business seems to be business.
Business-wise, this seems like appropriate business.
Oh God, I'm so bad at. Just booked my flight. Hey, but it
Hey,
works.
there we go. We got one.
That's what it is. Walnuts Magoo. That's exactly what I was thinking of. The tourism board. Oh, that's better. Walnuts Magoo. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Thanos.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Once he was done with all of his business, he just kind of lived a peaceful life. I think as like a farmer. So, we've got another Scav News on the battlefield, looking ever so fly.
Yeah, it is, in fact,
Fly.
doing
Fly things.
cool things.
$20 ticket set for November. Brilliant. Doro, I look forward to it. I honestly hope that you're not lying, but you probably are.
So, Justin still has the Abrupt Decay. We are going to see Voice Trigger.
I don't think I care. If I'm Justin.
That is a great token.
I care a lot more than I did, because that is fantastic. It even has the antlers.
Yeah, that's great.
That is a fantastic token.
That is a great
Kenneth is A+. We're going to fire this one off. We're going to try and eat as much of this graveyard as we can. Justin, the Abrupt Decay was known information, too. I'm actually a little bit surprised that Kenneth didn't save the cord to go for it in response to Justin.
Yeah, and just let his maybe he thought the creatures that he had in play weren't good enough.
I don't know. I think he could have just gone for the attack, given Justin the opportunity to activate it once, and gone for it. And you still would have had the Scavenging as Abrupt Decayed, but you would have had that option.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Those tokens are for Cardamajigs. I have no idea what that is. Should I?
I don't know either. So clearly it's something to know because I'm like Jon Snow. I know nothing.
I know.
So Justin is going to gain a life, but he is going to take 2 from that voice of resurgence. It's interesting he chose to block the Sin Collector instead of the voice.
Justin's just out for a night of fighting crime and fighting sin.
Well, this...
I'm just gonna fight down a misty rainforest, and we're going to attack with the sword itself.
Man, it's Elbrus, not the only binding blade in the room.
Boy, that joke made no sense.
No, it does. No, it didn't. But, yeah, I'm sticking to it.
Yager20, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. How many more rounds? We've got 2 more rounds after this. We're in round 2. We've got 4 of them tonight. Oh, goodness. So, falling down, these dice are starting to float up a little bit.
Yeah, that is taken into account. He did gain a life already for that one.
You followed in on a terrible, terrible joke, Yager, but I appreciate you being here nonetheless.
It's gonna go to 6, then 7. As soon as he activates that again.
He tempts us the count.
Yep.
It's pretty great, actually.
So going to see a block now. Okay.
Honestly, I'm not sure if Justin can afford to take a whole lot of damage.
Well, he's at 7.
Exactly.
So, well, it's interesting that he didn't block the voice last turn because he still had the pulse.
True. Drexra, thank you so much for hitting that follow button.
Now
It's a
we're going to
pleasure
see a
having you here.
Pontiff going to eat both of the other guys.
But I think if I'm Justin, I just make the Thopters now, untap, and do you even pulse?
I would pulse the voice tokens.
They're pretty big, actually.
Yeah, it's just because that eliminates them as things you should care about.
Mm-hmm. A fetch from Justin's going to put him down to 6, but he's then, I believe, going to gain 3 out of it. And actually, he's willing to gain 4 and end up at 8.
You see the ultimate power play when there's a Pontiff coming in? You make Thopters in response to the Pontiff.
Yep.
That's how you know I got this game.
Exactly. Huh. That's kind of cool. What is the gifts creature that lets you gain protection from a color?
It's from Future Sight. It's a lion. I used to know this.
Huh.
Oh, well, I mean, he does have Iona,
That's true.
so... You don't gain protection. It says your opponents just can't cast spells with that color. Arguably a little bit better, arguably a little bit worse.
It depends on permanence. Can't stop those permanents. Can't stop, won't stop. So, Maelstrom Pulse and an Inquisition in hand. Inquisition pretty dead at the moment. I think he's debating between firing off this Pulse, and if he does, he actually has a couple of options here. He could take down the Birds of Paradise, which doesn't strike me as the right way to go about it. The other one that's kind of fighting with the tokens in my mind is actually the Wall of Roots. They're a huge source of mana.
Yeah, but at this point, I don't think I would. The only card that benefits them is Cord, and Cord was already going to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
So mana at this point doesn't seem to be a problem because Kenneth has no way to spend it.
True. Doesn't have a way to stop out anything like a top deck Scavenging Ooze too, though that would require that a third one is in the deck.
Yeah, if Kiki Cord's not really known for playing multiple copies of cards.
I mean, even the voice that usually have only 3 copies of.
What is the Future Sight card? It's... Oh, I will get back to you on that one.
Yes.
Because now I need to know for my own sake.
Gonna random to it.
Oh, that's a pretty funny random.
What is it? Protection Cat?
Yeah.
I wonder if this will work.
Not even close.
Protection Cat, not a card name.
Nope. Protection
It's Set's
Cat.
Tiger.
That's it. There you go. Tevin bailing me out again.
I do like me some red cards. I'll admit that. I will admit that I like red cards.
I don't think Kozilek can take down Emrakul. That's actually some flavor win.
Huh? Oh, the Inquisition of Kozilek can't take the
Can't
Emrakul.
can't quite get Emrakul the Aeon Storm.
What are you doing? You don't get to ask. You got it. Thanks, fam. Are they fam?
I think so.
Are they siblings?
I was never sure about the lore on Eldrazi.
I also apologize, by the way, for saying the word fam.
Oh, it's okay. Don't you know that's lit? That everything's lit now.
Yeah, we Gucci. Mm-hmm. How do I feel about goblins in Modern? I think that if Like, Goblin's a sweet. Goblin Grenade is a house of a card.
I would actually say Goblin Pile Driver is a house that no one's really playing.
I disagree. It dies to everything.
Does not die to blue cards.
Fact.
Got him!
But when everybody is gunning for Death Shadow, anything that can kill a Death Shadow can kill the Pile Driver. Like, that's my biggest issue, is that if you're going to go for that in the small creatures, you need to be faster than the Death Shadow. And the only one that's going to really do that is the Bushwhacker Zoo. So like, Goblins is a little bit slower, and I'm not sure if it...
I mean, Reckless Bushwhacker's a goblin, right?
Yes, both, like, it's 8-whack is, you run Reckless Bushwhacker and Goblin Bushwhacker. And then you basically have Goblin Grenades for reach. So, Justin, going to take this game in 2, has enough Thopters. Kenneth has not got the flying.
He did complete the perfect record for the round, so we gotta give him that one.
That's a good point.
So, maybe he does have a point.
8-whack is, like... The deck is sweet. I enjoy the deck, so it's nothing against it, really. But I think that it's not in the best spot at the moment. The deck,
I agree.
the deck is sweet, but...
I do feel like Goblin Pile Driver is very underrated.
well, I'm part of the problem, then.
Yep, you are part of the problem because you're not part of the solution. Yeah, corporate synergy, right? Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Boy, you put on a tie and suddenly you think you know corporate synergy, Coleman.
Synergy!
We'll see you up in the booth.
Other buzzwords!
For the record, Coleman saw your comment as he was walking around and said
Nice!
that. You played against 8-whack with your Dorn formation deck? Ooh, that would be rough. Fun fact, I did once see a 4-color aggro deck, which was based on Dorn the Siege Tower, attacking with them, and actually used the... Oh man, I love it. Used Mardu Ascendancy in the deck as well, because the sacrifice effect just becomes +3/+3 to all of your creatures. It was very, very cool. Perfect. They're all perfect. Thank you so much, Concrete Jesus. I couldn't have said it better myself. We're going to try and find another matchup for you. We've got about 11 minutes left in this round and see what else we can find. Has anyone ever seen a Storm Elemental in the wild? I have not, though I am a fan of the card. But if you are just joining, welcome to the Geek Fortress stream. My name is TJ. I'll be your host for just about all of them. Coleman, my fantastic other host tonight. He's wonderful and awesome and just always a pleasure to have here. And if you haven't yet, be sure to hit that follow button. Join us more in the future. We do this. Thank you so much, Tevin. But thank you, everybody, for joining. You can hit that follow button. Of course, if you do have both the means and the inclination, you can also subscribe to the channel. It does mean the world to us. It helps us do what we do. Plus, in addition, there's always more things to do. You can also check out GeekFortressGames.com. Did you miss the gifts win? Yes, it did. It did, in fact, win. Grumpy Kale, it's good to see you, Sora155. Thank you so much for joining. Also, if some of you are excited, Flavatog, first of all, phenomenal name. But to all of you out there, if you want to watch some sweet Modern tomorrow, many of you are aware, and very likely many of you are not, but I actually do a stream from home as well. From twitch.tv/RedBaronMTG. Doing that one, it's pretty recent for me. We're going to get some more Medic for you. But tomorrow, I have the excessive pleasure, the extreme pleasure of streaming Esper Seance with Zach Elsick, the deck's creator. You get out of here. You're wearing green. You're all
I am wearing green.
What are you doing?
It's tie-dye.
Hi, Justin.
Hello, how are you?
Good win.
Thank you.
The deck's perfect.
It is perfect.
Man, what a way.
You called it Perfect Gifts, right?
I did,
Or
but
the
then the
perfect
mods
gift.
got upset that I was giving it that name, so then it became Gifts at the end of it, but it did start out as the Perfect Gifts I'm giving.
Why are they mad?
Well, they're not anymore. Shameless plug hype, right? Oh man, I'm excited. So excited. But yeah, I'm going to stream Esper Seance with Zach Elsick tomorrow. I'm excited, I'm hyped, I'm thrilled, I'm all kinds of... I mean, hype is what I do, but is that not kind of awesome? Is it not? Because I think it is. I think it's exciting. Ryan Bush, so proud for Seance. No doubt. So please do tune into that tomorrow. Keep an eye out for Red Baron MTG. I believe it's going to be at noon Pacific time that we start going live. And I would certainly appreciate it if all of you came and joined and saw some sweet Seance action. Every time that I've seen it in action since hearing about the deck, it is oddly so much better than I ever expected it to be. So, I don't know. If anyone was going to do it, it was going to be Zach. I look like the guy behind me. Do I? I don't think I do. Hold on. Gotta figure out... I don't think my eyebrows are nearly bushy enough. Hold on. Let me try and use this dinosaur as a way to represent a bushier eyebrow. Yes! Now I see it. Now I see it. If you resto something you got back with Seance, does it stick around? No, because Seance actually makes it a token. We tried to break Seance at Standard. You just populated Gristlebrains. Nice. Seance makes tokens. The eyes. Well, thank you. I assume that that's a compliment, Filippo Magic. Yeah, but the Seance makes tokens, so unfortunately restoing it does not keep it around. However, if you populate it, they do. So, but populate, probably not the way to start going about things. But the deck is sweet, and I'm particularly excited about that one. Dinobrow doesn't quite scale well? Good to know. Good to know. Oh, man. Just have bushier eyebrows? I will do my best. Seance makes dreams. Seance makes dreams. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It makes dreams come true. With me and you. Together. Working together as a group. But yeah, I'm so excited to do that. I'm actually not going to be able to stream a ton in this next week. Apart from tomorrow, I'm going to do it when I can, but I'm actually house sitting this coming week. So I'm not going to be at my place as much, which means that I'm not going to be able to do the home stream as much this coming week. So the hope is that after that I can start firing through a bunch of them, but I've also got GP San Antonio coming up, and if you are going to be there, be sure to come say hi. I'd love to meet you. I'd love to hang out. I'd love to just talk about things and stuff. I don't know. I like meeting people. Meeting people is awesome. So, if you are at GP San Antonio and you see me, please do take a moment, come say hi. I would enjoy that. It would be awesome. What would it take to convince me to play one Thunderous Wrath and burn all the time?
Brainstorm? Sorry, there's a very intense game of Judges Tower going on out there.
Just put that house to bed early and fire up the stream? Am I a vampire? No, not a vampire. Not a common question, actually.
Yeah, I don't. I do in fact eat. He does in fact eat a lot of garlic.
Not tonight.
Okay. So thank you for the compliment.
No, not a vampire. Very rarely accused of being a vampire. Mostly because of all the people, I probably have the most regular sleep schedule.
Yes, that is true. I used to work nights, so in fact I got called a vampire a lot.
That's fair. That's fair. Nah, that's mostly because of the color happening at the moment. Yeah, the camera's being a little bit odd. I mean, I'm certainly not tan, but I'm significantly less pale than I appear at the moment.
Yeah, that's true, actually. It is, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How bad is Iron Fist? I don't know.
Actually, I have seen Iron Fist. It's actually good. I don't know why people are hating on it.
Really?
Yeah, it actually is good. After the first episode is admittedly pretty bad.
Is it?
Yeah, the dialogue is stilted and kind of terrible. But
That's
after
okay.
that, it actually does get good.
Let's see if I can fix that camera a little bit. Do you actually know what our match is, by the way?
We're waiting on one match outstanding.
Okay.
And that's probably going to take to the end of the round.
Gotcha. I'm slowing
Yeah,
that down
I
a
actually
bit.
really like Iron Fist. So
That's good. That's good. Let's go ahead and go with that. I wonder if I can play with this at all. Oh, that didn't work.
nope, nothing at all.
What if I start playing with this? Did I do it?
I don't know.
Let's try that. See how that works. Maybe. Okay. Any 8-rack in the house? I don't think 8-rack is...
I don't think so. I don't think there's any 8-rack.
No, it is occasionally out there. It is occasionally out there.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what everyone's playing. Actually, I don't think there's any burn tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't
There's
hurt
only,
me like that.
There's only one red deck, and it's Scred.
You're hurt. Oh, wait. That's better. Wait, it's my deck. Okay. So, am I playing at GP San Antonio? Yes, I am. I will be playing at GP San Antonio. That's much better? Wonderful.
Got it.
Look at me. I break things,
Fixing things?
and then I'm fixing things.
Well, yeah, since David's not here anymore.
I know.
You
I even
don't have
fixed
a,
the no sound in the transition. I fixed that. I
Hey.
even sent David a message. I said, David, it's broken. He said, I'm not entirely sure without like looking at it. And then I fixed it myself.
Very proud.
Yeah.
There's not really a whole lot of 8s out there, period. There's no 8-whack, there's no 8-rack.
Trying to think of 8 knickknacks.
There's no, I don't think...
That's bottle control.
No. There's only one deck that goes infinite, so that's what happens if you turn an 8 sideways.
No, go out. I don't even get the meme, but I still laugh every time. Don't get it. But you're awesome.
I don't get it either.
Everything that you are as a person is great. Like whoever you are, because I don't really know you, to be honest. But you're someone who, A, plays Rock Band, and B, just since almost our first month of streaming, has had one thing that you stuck to it.
Yeah, yeah.
So whoever you are, wherever you
Yeah,
are,
that's commitment. I'll give you that.
stay great.
Yeah.
Mod Lethal. Mod Lethal.
You know, you never play around the mod lethal.
No, you never
Because
do.
you can't. They drew it off the top.
You never do.
Alright, so I think round 3 has gone up.
Let's find out what we've got coming up in the next round. That's funny. Alright, so let's get this ready. Let's jump it up to round 3 of 4. We've got 4 rounds tonight. It's going to be awesome and amazing and exciting. We're going to try and get as many of those sweet decks as we can. Already seeing a couple of sweet matchups. These mods have too much power. Bring them down. Nah, our mods are amazing. Every single one of our mods are just genuinely awesome, even if they did annihilate the comment from Nicole Howard, which makes me sad. Which makes me sad. But that's okay. Because I'm sure that Nicole Howard is still here. It was probably just a 1-second timeout. At least I hope so. Nah, our mods are amazing. To all the mods who are out there in chat or not in chat, thank you. Still have to pray to the great David so that teacher is capable of fixing things? Yep, that's how it works. That's how it works. Which decks are being used? We've got all the decks that are out there in the room. I don't know what the full list of decks out there is, but we have seen Scred, we've seen some 4-color gifts, we've seen some blue-white control, we have seen some Kiki Cord, we've got, I believe, some Seismic Swans out in the field as well, which is always sweet.
Alright, so I do have a match.
And we've got...
You've got Eli facing the wall. And you've got Tristan on the other side.
Icon92, thank you so much for that follow button. And, I'm sorry, Tristan?
Yep, Tristan. And Eli is on Bantel Drazi.
Okay.
And
So he's the villain?
and we have the Swans deck.
He's the one on it?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Sounds good? Yes, it does. We do this 3 times a week. We're trying to get back up to 4 times a week, but I'd love to see it more often. In space, no one can hear you scream, but everyone can hear you rock and roll. Yes! So Swans versus Bantel Drazi. Honestly, I don't really know how this match is.
I have to assume it's Swans because Seismic Assault is an incredibly good card.
But so was Thought Not Seer.
Yeah.
Oh, Nicole, be nice.
Also, insulting mods is the best way to get yourself banned. True story.
Naxora, thank you so much for the follow. Let's head on down. Okay. So, let's see what else we can do.
I'm
And
just
shave-
noticing we have like an actual screen of ourselves right here.
Yeah, that's because when I was trying to fix it.
Yeah, it's just like I just looked over and suddenly, whoa, it's me.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. TJ needs a shave? Very possibly, but I just kind of stopped.
Yeah, I just got my hair cut today. I like it.
Did you?
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I've just been playing around with the beard, seeing how it works for me. Let's see if we can update that stuff to be accurate.
Yep, and we just need to change pictures as well.
Yeah. Look at me. I'm way behind on all this
Unless Eli's playing a very weird version of Vandal Rising with Kiki Jiki.
stuff. Professor X with the follow. Thank you so very much. Alright. The Magic Channel mods have too much power. These mods are fine. Below 01. Thank you so much. That must be actual 0 then.
I was gonna say, well, I mean, if it's below 1, then by definition it's above 0.
Sure. I don't really get what you're trying to say to me. So, we have got the activation. Eli going for the super sweet, actually tapping it and moving it. And we've got...
Yeah, you learned from
Wisp of
Peter.
Teeth. Probably, actually. Looks like a breeding pool that's coming down to the battlefield. Might be a noble hierarch. Possibly.
You don't see that shape very often.
Yeah.
And Omega
Wabo, I appreciate the feedback.
Isokahedron.
FX Skater, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. So, Noble Hierarch down on the battlefield, and we have got...
Alamar Depths.
That's kind of cool. Been a long time since I've seen that card.
I would say it's been a long time since I played that card, but I'd be lying. I played that card about 2 weeks ago.
Did you?
Yeah, it's very good when you can return it to your hand.
Beautiful. Arsenal Munch, have a good one.
No, but the real Arsenal.
Sorry, that's the real Arsenal Munch.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Man, I wonder how many people are suddenly starting to think that that's actually Sean McClaren.
You know, I just now get the reference on their name.
That's Sean McLaren's name?
No, the Isokahedron workshop. It's the D20.
Oh, that's funny. Awkward Ninjas with the sub. Thank you so
You're
much.
not awkward at all.
You're amazing. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you as a person. Thanks for being here. We do have Eldrazi Sky Spawner joining the battlefield. Big Show 517. Thank you so much for the follow. And a Reality Smasher. Tristan's in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, we do have Treasure Hunt.
That's exciting.
Yep, Treasure Hunt is going to find, I assume, a non-land at some point.
Probably not.
Well, we know that there's probably... Oh, there's a Seismic Assault.
If this is red... Oh, man. It's too bad that there isn't triple red at the moment. Show me a Simian Spirit Guide.
Still wouldn't be able to cast it.
Double Simian Spirit Guide.
There we go.
Show me dubs.
Check out these Simian Spirit Guides.
Are we dead at the moment? No. We're not dead yet.
No, this is, 7 damage? Go to 6.
We're not dead yet.
If we have a nut... no, he's still not dead to another Smasher, so...
True, and that might be the biggest damage output. That Enter Explosives doesn't look bad. No, I mean, it's not doing anything on the board right now, but I think he's setting it up on the Seismic.
I was going to say, yes, well, I mean...
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, let's see, if Tristan untaps plays Seismic Assaults...
Could still potentially have enough, but actually then the...
Then the EE would also take out the Sky Spawner.
And also doesn't have the mana for it at the moment.
Yep. It's not nothing. See an attack for 7, but Tristan to 6. Well, I mean...
You got one turn.
Oh, this one turn is going to be great.
It might... actually,
Vivid Creek?
now that the Seismic is out, can actually kill every card on the board.
That's a Vivid Creek. Interesting.
Where? Oh, in his hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just... When you're running like 40 lands, you get... you can do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and then Reality Smasher, I do not believe will trigger off of Seismic Assault.
So, you have the perfect Sweet 16. That's awesome. I think we are lining him up on the Reality
Gonna
Smasher.
kill that.
Don't have to discard. as a fun fact.
Yep, that's what I mean. I don't think you have to trigger on that. We're just going to wipe the board.
Yep.
Seems pretty good for a 3-mana spell.
Not awful.
And all you had to do was discard 6 cards.
3 mana, discard 6 cards, damnation. Classic.
What are we doing with this Hallowed Fountain?
I suspect that we might take 2. Looks to be the case. No, actually, possibly not. I don't know. Like, if you go for 2, then you can spend 2 mana on that and actually develop anything. This just strikes me that either Eli is not activating it this turn, or he's got other things. But there's not a whole lot of 2 mana
since
plays.
Tristan only has 1 card in hand, I feel like you could probably
let it sit for a
let
bit.
it sit for a little
But
bit.
what if that 1 card is a treasure hunt?
Then you could pop it in response to the treasure hunt.
Okay, so Eli maybe just doesn't have a play. I think Eli just doesn't have a play at the moment. Unless it's something like Ancient Stirrings. Does not appear to be it.
He does have a treasure hunt.
Nailed it.
So, hey, look at that.
Oh, man.
Oh, there's a Vivid Crag,
I'm
too.
so good at this.
And there's a Swans.
That's not a bad draw. The life totals are backwards. They are not.
Actually, no. Tristan was getting beaten down by a couple of Eldrazi.
Yep. So next turn can cast these swans unless a Thought Knot Seer gets in the way of it.
Well, Tristan would love to cast him. But,
Swans looks pretty good on this board too.
but Eli might think about it another way.
And if the Swans resolves, then this actually takes a pretty big downward
Seagate
turn.
Wreckage for Eli is an interesting one.
Even something like a Reality Smasher isn't enough. If Tristan untaps plays the Swans, then you just start annihilating your own Swans until you get up to the 9 lands needed.
Well,
Tristan is not far off from
it
that.
would, but, Swans is a very good card. He just doesn't have any way to deal damage to it right now.
That's true.
And this Displacer is going
Needs
to make...
Scred. Needs more Scred.
And Eli just has to actually tap mana for that.
Scred Swans.
There we go.
Nice. Good tapping. He's actually got 2 Displacers in hand.
Well, in that case, Tristan is staring down the lethal damage at some point. Is that a Lightning Storm?
It's a 2-turn clock.
Because Lightning Storm would be a big deal.
Lightning Storm sounds
that is a Lightning Storm.
That's awesome. That sounds super, super cool.
Although he does need to be very, very. I was going to
Cautious?
say about this. He needs to be cautious about this. The Displacer blinking the Swans.
Not anymore.
Oh yeah, no he doesn't. But
I'm gonna fall to 3.
and let's see what we do here.
Please,
All right.
Please attack for 4. You put them down to 13.
That's even better.
7,
That's a treasure hunt.
5, 7, 9, 11, 13.
Depending on what the treasure hunt gets, Eli might be dead.
All you need to do is cast the Lightning Storm and have 5 lands.
Oh,
That ain't bad. Oh no, it doesn't have the mana for it.
yeah.
Actually, has not played a land yet this turn.
Oh, never mind. And we got there.
Attack for... Attack for 4!
Gonna draw 2 cards. See if he gets that Dakmor salvage.
We got 1 land out of it. We're still...
We got 2 lands out of it. That was a Reliquary Tower.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Jam. I think that was a... Yes! I love it. I love it so much. And the sweet tech of the Lightning Storm doesn't even get revealed yet.
Nope. No, he's gonna discard that. Yep, those are all lands.
That's, I think, with the attack for 4, I think that's enough.
Game 1 handshake, classy.
It's super classy. I love it. Oh, Seismic Swan's taking down Banto Eldrazi. Why didn't Gideon just start flying, bring in the birds?
Yeah, and you bring in birds, and then you have this kind of earthquake thing going on.
That's what Zendikar does.
Yeah, it's
All
just this
he had
big
to do
earthquake.
was... If there is anything in the world that can beat Eldrazi, it is some angry swans. I have never once thought to myself that I can take on an angry swan.
I mean, did you see Hot Fuzz?
Yes!
They were chasing that swan the entire movie. They knew something that we didn't.
I have never in my life thought to myself,
Swans, swans, swans.
swans. Oh, man. Drop. The lands into the offer.
Yep. Just right at you.
Oh, man. That was delightful.
That's true. If Lord of the Rings didn't teach us anything. It is.
Angry Birds is an entire franchise.
Oh, that's true.
It got a movie.
That is true. When you get in the habit of like throwing your lands everywhere,
Uh-huh.
you perfect the motion.
It's a pretty... I want to make a Gambit joke, but I don't actually want to. Oh, man. You tried, Tevin. You tried. Oh, man. The Lightning Storm would have been a good swan song.
Swan song as a way to go out. It would have been a great swan song. It's a good one. I'll give you that one, Maeve. I'll give you that one.
I completely missed it. Oh, 10 smash. That's 2 solid jokes in a row.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's A+. I need one of them to explain to me, but that's my own fault.
Yeah, the chat one.
Chat's lethal tonight.
Chat is lethal tonight.
Chat's lethal.
That was actually pretty impressive.
Thank you.
That one was
wasn't-
not so
no,
much.
No, I've been doing a lot of card throwing lately. Can
Ow.
you tell?
The first one was good. The second one was pretty bad, and the third one just, well.
Is this deck playing Swan Song? I hope so. You never doubt the Swans anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Angry Swans are a thing to be feared and appreciated.
You know what? Let's just take the cards away from TJ
I really want
for
one
now.
more. Give me one more.
No.
Let me have one more.
You know what?
What's the worst case scenario? That one is flying even. That one is flying even.
There we go. Yeah, we'll give you that one.
Thank you. How does the deck list look? 4 Treasure Hunt, 4 Seismic, 4 Swans. I don't actually know. What's up, Todd? It's good to see you. Thank you for the host early on.
Oh, look at that. Just Todd's showing up and it's Bantel Drowsy.
Right. Am I throwing Ancestral Recalls? Pfft, all day. Worthless non-red card. Alright. There's some amount of Lightning Storm. It does have some number of Lightning Storm.
I would recommend playing at least one Dakmor Salvage, though, because that does actually let you get a land back every time you draw a card.
Some do, some don't. I don't know.
I would definitely always play one.
I'm decently medium on it. Oh man.
Misunderstood beings. That's one way to describe Eldrazi. Oh, you see that?
I didn't.
Oh, Tristan has a Koth.
Really? Is that so?
Yeah, it's right there at the end. That is a Planeswalker of the Koth variety.
Interesting. That's exciting for me. So we've got an Ancient Strings from Eli to kick things off, but I love me some Koth.
So we're going to find a Thought-Knots here.
This is going to be...
You know, flavor-wise, that doesn't really work for me. Ancient Strings is finding one of the newest cards.
Meh, that's fine. That's fine. Ancient Strings, and I mean, everything about Ancient Strings is wrong.
Probably true. I've got Matter Reshaper coming
Not the
down.
one that I really want here, actually. It strikes me as one of the most underwhelming. It's just a
Would
clock
you say that
treasure
it's
hunt?
just reshaping it?
Looks like we are going to
Okay.
treasure hunt.
Yeah, there we go. Look at
That's
that.
the worst treasure hunt I've ever seen.
That's not true. It could be worse. Ooh.
That's a bit better. Okay, that's a
Wow.
little bit better.
And you've got the
We're,
Thought-Knots here to back this up. This game is,
we're down to 13.
as they
We're down
say,
to 12, actually.
turning.
I don't think anyone says that.
I believe I just said it, therefore someone has said it.
Okay.
True story.
We might have a triple red source next turn, though. If we find a Seismic Assault, we might actually be able to recover from this board similar to last time.
That's true, but actually, even if you find Seismic Assault, the Thought-Knots here is going to take it down.
Fair enough, Devin.
So we need to find... Oh, Lightning Storm, though.
Explain fair. Urza Science Fair Project Printing. Urza Science Fair Project. That's how you explain fair.
Huh. Yep, we get a Thought-Knots here. It's probably going to take out...
Koth, a Lightning Storm, or all these nifty lands?
Well, I wouldn't imagine it's probably going after that Lightning Storm.
I think that I agree.
All right.
Top deck Seismic Assault.
Yep, Seismic Assault one time.
Off the top.
Let's see, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You just gotta sweep all the non-reshapers.
I actually don't
You just
think...
draw them.
I don't
You
think
just
he
drew
actually
the
has
Seismic
it.
Assault.
Huh.
He did! Yeah.
Oh, I guess we're going to kill the Thought-Knots here, that way we can draw a card. Okay, okay. There's the Swans. Alright. Here
Next
we go.
turn, if he plays the Swans, which he can, we might see Tristan.
Oh, heck. Oh, no. We might actually get this. Oh.
Ah! Okay, never mind. No!
Boo!
Oh, man!
I guess it's only fair that one top deck was answered by another.
That's super fair.
Oh no, we're going to game 3. Oh no!
We get to see more out of both of these decks.
Yeah, I know. What?
This is awesome. This is so cool. I love it. Seismic Swans, sweet. Bantel Eldrazi, sweet. Everything
Yeah.
that's happening right now, awesome.
I gotta say, I'm definitely rooting for one of these decks more than the other.
What? Please tell me they're at least 1-1 or better.
I believe they're both 1-1. So, yeah,
Love
it's
it.
because actually, Seismic Swans actually beat Mill earlier.
That's hilarious. Actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it happened, but it happened.
Oh man, I'm so hyped right now. Hi everybody, my name's TJ.
I'm Coleman. Noted Seismic Swans enthusiast.
Oh goodness, nice to see some objective commentary on the Bantel Eldrazi match. Normally I'm 100% on the Bant train.
I'm not a big fan of Bantel Eldrazi, or of just Eldrazi in general, but I mean, like, hey, I can respect it.
Yeah.
They are very nice creatures. They all do things that are cool.
You be nice, he's a nice creature.
He's a nice creature. That creature did nothing wrong.
As Todd said that they are misunderstood. Jedi Camper, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. It's good to have you here. So Eli, you're going to be on the draw here. Still auto capability. I think turn 2 Thought-Knots here is still like the house in my mind.
Yeah.
Like yes, I know that it obviously is, but we need a Swans emote. Yeah, we do. Swans. Tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your friends it's a thing.
Swans, they're a thing.
It'll be a thing.
They're angry.
Yeah, they're like the lemon law. It's a thing.
Sorry, the what?
The lemon law. You clearly do not watch How I Met Your Mother.
Nope.
Yep, it's that. That's what that is.
Okay. You know I don't watch How I Met Your Mother.
I do now.
You did before.
Well, now I just needed maybe you watched it in between.
Haven't.
Lemon law. It's a thing.
I don't believe you. And I'm a Lord of Citrus.
I believe the chat's agreeing with me. And as we both pointed out.
Wilt Zubera. Zubra. Hey, that's a card type, isn't it?
Zubera is a card type.
Nice. That's awesome having you here. You are great. Thank
You're
you
gonna
so much
lemon
for
law
joining.
the Swans deck?
Any blue and red gift storm tonight? I don't know. What's Josh on?
Josh is not in the room.
Okay, then I guess not.
Yep.
So, Eli. Nice. Okay. So, from Tristan's side of the battlefield, we have a mulligan.
Well, it looks like from Eli's side as well.
Nice. Solidarity is important. Alright, so...
See, look at that. Todd's complimenting the frown, too.
The Frown?
Yeah, he just put his cards out in the frown.
The Frown's a classic.
Yeah.
What is this, a Store Modern tournament? Yes, it is. Stevie
I
Nicks
thought
GOAT.
we were some kind of,
Stevie
Suicide
Nicks is
Squad.
the greatest of all time.
I thought we were some kind of Suicide
If
Squad.
only. Valgon Jr., thank you so much. for joining. It's good to have you
I did not do a Modern Masters draft yesterday. I did something else.
here. Mm-hmm.
Neat.
Super neat. But yeah, we do these
Burrito.
tournaments basically every Wednesday and every Saturday. We stream Modern. Wednesdays at 7, Saturdays at 6 Pacific time. It's currently 8:14 p.m. where we are. Plus, every Friday we have got Legacy at 7:30. And hopefully we will soon be back to Mondays to have Standard.
That would go back to our typical layout.
Mm-hmm.
Some would say our standard layout.
Let's see, what are the prizes on Saturdays? Yeah, that would be Colin, who's constantly flicking cards. The mic picks it up
Yeah.
pretty easily. It's super loud.
He's throwing cards around. I'm flicking.
Silently, I'll have you know. Not me.
cards.
I'm not a card flicker.
Yeah, well, you've seen me.
I know. Hand them.
No, you don't get them back.
AJ Byrne, 94. Thank
See,
you
I
so
give
much.
them to you. You're
for
gonna
letting
start
me hold them.
throwing them around.
I won't. I won't, actually. So, a Vivid Creek coming down. Troncat, thank you so much for that follow button. We've got the Temple. Turn 2
Okay.
Thought-Knot is a possibility.
On the
now.
way.
I am a fidgeter, but I kick my feet. I'm a
Okay, it doesn't look like it. Oh, bold keep. It's a bold keep by Eli, the Eldrazi Temple, but it's no second land. But we do have... Oh, there's the second one, and we do have Thought-Knots here.
Turn
But-
3 Thought-Knot Seer.
But, does Tristan have any actual non-lands?
I would love it if he didn't. I would love it so much. We're just gonna kill it to draw a card first.
No. Oh, he's gonna take the Zombie Infestation.
He's also a zombie on deck.
Okay, so now we're gonna kill it.
Of
Okay.
course it is. We drew a land. What are the odds of that?
Oh, man. It's gotta be really low.
Oh
Yep,
man.
land. Oh, we're gonna play the Hellamar Depths, though.
Gotta
Oh,
dig
there's
for
the
that swamp.
swans. Classic.
So classic. Double temple on turn 3.
Double,
But no swans.
yeah, the swan's on the top.
Let's jam-a-llama. Let's rock and roll.
Everybody, let's lose control.
Oh, I'm so excited right now. You only need 10 lands. That's so easy.
Ah, no, see, you should kill the Thought-Knots here just to send a message. And the message was, guess what I had on the top of my library?
It's discarding 2 to draw 1 as opposed to discarding 1 to draw 2. Classic. Let's keep it up. I like the 2 separate piles. One of them's probably lands, and the other one's not. Okay, I think we're just revealing those ones in hand. Whoa, those have been some unlucky ones.
He has actually all the cards in the left pile are.
I know, but that's 4 non-lands so far.
No,
No, that's not bad.
mean, yeah,
With how many
that's-
cards that we've now discarded, it's getting
Yeah,
pretty good.
he's okay. He's more than okay.
This is delightful. We haven't had to dig out of the other pile yet.
He has selective memory too.
That's sweet, because then if you cast that, you're guaranteed to actually swans out.
That is bold.
That's super awesome. Has been at parity the entire time. All right, now we are going. This is sweet. So the swans taking it down, keeping this up.
I was gonna say, and
Only
we
need 10.
have-
Only need 10. I don't know how many we've
He's
got right now.
9. So 8.
Oh man.
Still 8, really. That's.
Might deck himself.
Oh, hold on. That might be 10.
You're not familiar with this combo, so what's happening is that Swans of Bryn Argyle is a 4/3
Actually, we
flyer
could probably pull that card up because it's a very weird card.
that says that if damage would be dealt to Swans,
Swans of Burn Argyle.
prevent that damage. Or if a source would deal damage to Swins of Bron Argyle,
Swins of Burn Argyle.
Swins of Bron Argyle, prevent that damage, and the source's controller draws that many cards. With Seismic Assault, it says that discard a land to
Yep.
deal 2 damage to a creature or player.
Hey, guess what? You can draw 2 cards like that.
So you discard a land to deal, and the Eldrazi go back to the moon. Fun fact: have you ever seen the movie Iron Sky?
I have.
Surprisingly awesome.
It's
better than you expect.
You gotta know what you expect. You gotta know what to expect heading into that movie.
I will say this: the CGI way better than I expected in the final battle.
Well, I didn't expect
sky battle?
anything. I didn't expect anything.
It's
so, by that definition, it was better than my expectations.
That's fair. All right, so let's head on up to the booth and see what else we can get in this round 3. We'll see you up there.
Seismic Swans!
Hello and thank you everybody for joining. It's good to see you all here. Apparently there's also Conflagrate in the deck. My goodness, that is sweet. A bird in the hand is worth 2 damage. Oh, that is brilliant. Someone order a little swanton soup. Nice, nice. Good joke there. See, I can't get into a pun competition with you right now. Saint and Savior, thank you so much for hitting that follow button, and thank you to everybody who is out there. Thank you to everybody who has followed today. Thank you to the people who have subbed. Thank you to everybody who is just watching right now. It's incredible having you here. I'm excited to have you all here, and we're going to try and get more, but 419 of you. This is actually one of our larger weekly moderns. Thank you, everybody, if you are brand new. I truly and genuinely appreciate you all being here. I do this 3 times a week currently. I also stream from home. And it's all because this community is incredible and amazing, and I just want to keep doing this. So did Tristan do the swan? Yeah, he did the swan. He did the swan. But genuinely, everybody, I do appreciate it. This is what I love doing. This is what I want to keep doing, and I have no interest in doing something else. Like, this is why I love doing it. Thank you so much, Nice, for hitting that follow button. It's a pleasure having you here. This deck is all I've ever swanted. I love it. Thank you, the Braum Bomber. I appreciate that. Any way that I can do coverage, I'm going to keep trying to. I love it. I would love to do commentary for as long as I possibly can.
We have a couple matches outstanding. They are waiting.
Outstanding. I like how
Yep.
you use the term outstanding, which is basically just used on the actual TCI software.
Yeah, what can I say? That's what I use.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you have any good swan jokes?
Not really.
Nope. We've got Swan Rule. Yep. Swans, I think, are in charge of the stream from now on.
Well, considering they're very good at drawing what they need, so
Absolutely. Ross
Can call them artists.
Scred, 11. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. And to Hentrez, it's good to see you.
there can only be Swan.
There
I
can
like
be
that
only
one.
Swan. That's
As
perfect.
you know, Highlander.
Man. All right, you ready to play a good old-fashioned game of fun or fail as we wait for another match?
Oh yeah. I did not know that was a masterpiece.
Psalm Simulacrum.
Oh,
Fun
awesome
or fail?
card.
I'm going to say fun. The card's
Awesome
super
card.
fun. Grave Upheaval.
Oh yeah, I like this card a lot.
I found out recently that it does not go away at the end of turn.
Yeah.
Because I was playing it in EDH.
Got taken for a fool by a swan, man. Nice. I actually did ask. He does not play Swan Song.
No?
No.
That's a shame.
I know. I have
I'll-
to talk to him about it.
I'll say this one's fun.
Well, it has basic land cycling, so by definition, it's pretty cool.
I actually do like this one a lot.
I'm very sad it's not actually an elf.
I think it's fun design. What did he play at GP Vancouver?
Side events.
Yeah,
That's what I played at GP Vancouver.
that's true. He didn't play in the main event.
Nope. I did call that Abs and Company would make top 8, though.
Orcish Squatters. I'm not
I-
even going to look at the rest of the card. I'm going to say fun.
I was going to say, are they from Serbia?
Whenever it attacks and isn't blocked, you can gain a target land the defending player controls as long as you control. That's awesome. But if you do, it assumes no combat damage. Yeah, I'm 100% on that.
That's
Absolutely 100%.
hilarious. Oh, Ghost Quarter. Ghost
Fun.
Quarter is awesome.
Fail.
Yeah, no, I'll give it fun.
I'm gonna give it fail.
Why?
It's just boring.
So?
It's 5 mana, 5 damage, so everything. It's just boring.
Everything with flying.
It's not fun to me, and if it's not fun, then it's fail.
Oh, boo. This card's great.
Argothian Pixies.
Already in. It's a pixie.
Yep, fun.
Yep.
Fun.
It's got weird abilities. It's can't be blocked by artifacts, but prevent all damage that would be dealt to it by artifacts. That's kind of weird.
This thing was made to block artifacts.
Yeah.
Crypt Cobra. I didn't even know this card existed.
What is it doing?
It is like sitting on a guy.
That's some vintage Ron Spencer artwork. I like it. I like it.
Whenever it attacks and isn't blocked, defending player gets a poison counter.
Well, okay.
In addition to taking 3.
It is a little less.
I'm gonna say
good.
fail.
I don't like poison counters.
I think non-infect poison counters bother me.
Oh, Flame Wave's great.
Flame Wave is sweet. I'll say fun.
Yeah, it's got great art too.
Deals damage to them, to other thing.
Yeah, I actually almost got that art as a huge print that I was gonna frame.
Oh, I would do that.
This one I don't like. I don't like Blitzhellion.
I'm gonna say fail. The dragons
Yeah.
out of cons were better.
Yeah.
Or dragons out of Tarkir.
Yeah, it's mostly because it shuffles back in. I don't like that. Right?
Actually, so I kind of like it from a flavor perspective. Do you want me to walk you through this really quick? Because it's actually kind of cool.
Okay.
So, I'm going to use it basically the way that it was described to me for the... Do you remember that there was a common dragon in Dragons of Tarkir?
Yeah, the one that shuffled back in.
So here's the cool thing. It's a great way to create the flavor of that world, right?
Okay.
Because it's common for just sometimes in the middle of your battle, you don't know when,
okay.
a dragon's just going to come in, it's going to swoop in, it's going to wreck face, and then it's going to fly off. And it's going to fly off, get shuffled into your deck. It's not staying around. It's just a dragon doing its thing. And it just shuffles in, and maybe it'll come back later. Maybe it won't.
Okay, because...
I think that's kind of cool.
That'd be fine if you didn't have dragons that stayed around.
No, see, that's why I like that it's the common one. Like, it's sometimes a common dragon will just fly through, wreck face, and leave.
I don't know.
The other one's like, that's their fight.
Eh.
This one, because it's a rare, does not fit within that flavor for me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna give this one fun. You give it
If
fail.
it was like a 10-10, sure.
Fun.
Oh, I know this.
Fun.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. That's how I feel about exhaustion.
Fail.
I actually like this card a lot.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think that the
I'm-
art's incredible.
I'm very sad this can't kill Baneslayer Angel, because Baneslayer has pro demons.
Yep.
But
Yep. I don't know.
I like that it actually has Intimidate because it's gone after everyone else. So everyone's scared.
I think that the card is sweet. You know what? I'm gonna switch to fun.
Yeah, it's mostly because
I'll switch to
it
fun.
has Intimidate because it scared everyone else off,
Yeah, that's probably true.
except for the other demons. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. So quick note to anybody who might be brand new to the stream, we do try and keep it family friendly and all kinds of fun. So I would appreciate it if chat followed within those realms. Thundermare.
I like it. Yeah,
It's a great card.
yeah. I actually don't like the art on this one as
It's
much
the
as-
original Thundermaw,
Well, it's not. Doesn't have flying. Yeah, it's not a dragon.
but it taps all the non-flyers. So
Oh, this just taps
don't tell me
everything.
that Thundermaw Hellkite didn't draw inspiration from this card.
Don't
Don't tell me. Thundermare.
Then
Fun.
I won't tell you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I like this card a lot.
Do you?
Actually, yeah. It's really fun.
It's at the end of your turn, Cloth. Oh, it's at the end of your turn.
Yeah, yeah. That's really fun. Like, that's just me.
It's just. It's fun design. It's a fail of execution. It's a fail of execution.
I don't know. I really like this card, mostly because I really like Clash.
I think that it's really fun that they made a card that reasonably is like, you put on this thing, and wherever the biggest thing, they're like, oh, look at that thing! I'm with him.
Yeah, it's flavor-wise.
And it, like,
That's why I
runs
love
off.
it. I love the flavor
And
of
then,
it.
like, at the next end step, like I'm playing against Maeve, and she flips like an Emrakul, and he's like, oh, I'm hanging out with her.
Also, look at the art. That art is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Fun design.
Yeah,
Fail
it's
execution.
great. I love this.
Alright, fine.
This one I actually don't like that much.
Fail.
Yeah, I don't like making things base 4/4s. It's a little weird.
Huh?
I think I actually like this.
Sacrifice it. Target land becomes a 3/3 artifact creature. That's it? This is just 4 mana, make a 3/3 artifact creature.
I actually like this a lot. Mostly because, again, it's flavor. Because this is like Mishra preparing for like a big thing.
I'm gonna say fun, but mostly because the Brothers War was amazing.
Yeah, that's because it is. Also, yeah, 4 mana 3/3s used to be great.
Barter and Blood. 4 mana, each player sacrifices 2 creatures.
I don't know about this one.
I'm gonna say fail.
If it was the newer art, then I would have liked it a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
But this art, I actually have never been a fan of.
Fun.
That is a huge text line to just say non-wall power and toughness.
Yep. I love how it has the word thus on it.
I actually really like that it actually has XX.
The X's below are the number of non-wall creatures on your side, including Warlord. Thus, if you have 2 other non-wall creatures, Warlord is a 3/3.
No, is 3/3, not is. It is just is 3/3.
Is 3/3. If one of those creatures is killed during the turn, Warlord immediately becomes 2/2.
Oh yeah.
Fun for everything about this
I
card.
love this card, and it's a summon lord.
The art is amazing.
Yep. I was gonna say, and the artist's name is also cool. Brock
Like-
Schmidt.
Dang. Everything about this is great.
This card is great.
It has the word thus in it.
It has X's.
Thus. Whenever it becomes blocked, you can have it deal damage equal. Ooh. That's kind of sweet.
I think I'd like it a lot better if it had evasion of some kind.
Are the rounds over? No, we should be getting more.
No, we're just waiting for the next round to come up.
Yep. Or another match.
Or
to
another
come.
match, but I think everyone
someone
is.
keeping an eye out?
Someone is keeping an eye out.
Okay. Do you want to double check on them?
Sure.
People get distracted.
I know they do. Ugh. Also, yeah, I don't like this card very much.
Yeah, fail. Cards a fail. Phantom Warrior. Fail. Fail. I find cards like this boring. Anything where it's just like a vanilla, unblockable creature, they're just boring. Okay. How's that bad? It's not a matter of it being good or bad. It's either fun or it's a fail. I'm saying it's a fail. As long as you control a mountain, summon apes can't be blocked by 2 or more creatures. That's kind of sweet. Flavor fun. Flavor fun. Let's see here. Etherplasm. Whenever Etherplasm blocks a creature, you may return it to its owner's hand. If you do, you can put a creature card from your hand into play blocking that creature. Fun. This card is fun. Love it. Absolutely love it. Noyandar the Royal Shaper. That's kind of sweet. Noyandar the Royal Shaper. What have we got? How do people feel about this one? I'm actually going to say that this one's fun. I think this was a cool design. It's legendary, which is always good for EDH purposes. It's blue-white. I don't know. I think that this one's solid. The reverse ninjutsu? Yes. Ekin? I completely agree. It's a fun commander. Apparently Coleman's got something going on. I don't know. He just did this cool, like, Michael Jackson move out of here. It was kind of sweet. Huh. I don't know. Mediocre but fun. Most fun things are.
Oh, Giant Growth is awesome. You know what else is awesome?
Johnny Redeemed. Thank you so much for hitting that.
You know,
follow button.
Johnny used to be not the greatest.
Not on my good side.
Yeah, now I think he redeemed himself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or herself. I think they redeemed themselves.
Unblockable fail. Yes, I did get Phantom Warrior fail. Unblockable if you control a mountain. Fun. Mostly the fact, like, having
What card
effects.
came up like that?
Son of Apes.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Though, I think that card is fun. Because it's, like, flavorful. It's got interesting things. The mountain part is actually less relevant, but it's pretty fun that it is a mountain. Why was Captivating Glance on the thumbnail? Is this card getting played? That's awesome. The Captivating Glance is on We were talking about the how
Hey,
if the card's
no,
fun.
everyone's clicking on it because they're. What is this? It's a captivating card.
That's a flavor win.
Yeah, that is a flavor win. That's why I love the card so much.
You got something for us?
I do.
Tell me more.
You've got Kenneth facing the wall.
Okay.
Just like any good
Slenderman, though.
Slenderman, though.
Is that who's the opponent is?
Might be. And you've got AJ on the other side.
AJ.
Yep.
Oh, he's on Grixis Pact.
He is, in fact, on the pack. List.
One Arm King! Thank you so much for the sub. How do you save your Modern career? I don't know. Play Modern, I guess? Thank you so much for joining. You're awesome. Thank you for the support. You did click for that reason.
Telling you.
That's... And Kiki Cord, right?
Yep, Kiki Cord.
Is this game 3?
This is, in fact, game 3.
Alright. I'm excited. Let's head on down.
Yep.
See you there. Okay. So, we have... It is Demonic Pact.
Yep, that's what pact it is.
Grixis Demonic Pact with mainboard Echoing Truth. It's got some cryptic commands to bounce it, and it's actually got some harmless offerings.
So AJ actually won game 2 because of Ashiok.
Kenny Koo, thank you so much for the sub. That is a brand new sub. I appreciate the support. That is amazing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. We've got a Temple Garden from Kenneth off of that Windswept Heath. Going to go down to 17 for it.
And we got a birds. So hey, already accelerating out that mana base. And AJ is going to respond by drawing a 4-mana spell. Not really what you want to do before you've played a land. But he is going to play a Bloodstained Mire. Kenneth is going to ship the turn. He's going to draw a thing you'd actually want to spend 4 mana on, a Raging Ravine, and a Voice of Resurgence.
Been there.
But this one is actually going to fall into a trap. But I really wish if I could go back in time. Spell Snare would have a trap.
Thank you, Alexis Pros. That's super nice of you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, if I could go back in time, I would definitely have Spell Snare be a trap. Because you get caught in a snare.
Boo.
It wouldn't actually have an alternate cast or anything. It would just be a trap.
Just card type instant trap?
Yeah, instant trap.
Alright, that I'm fine with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just doesn't really do anything.
It actually has the same text. If they, if your opponent casts a spell with CMC 2 or 2, it costs blue.
It costs blue, yeah, exactly. It's literally the exact same card, but it's a trap.
Okay, so a Raging Ravine out on the battlefield, still a Windswept Heath. Kenneth does have the Birds of Paradise 4 mana available. Screams Restoration Angel.
You see, if it was a different deck, I would say Screams Collector Company.
It also can Scream back to company. Let's see. We've got...
Yeah, a snare finds another snare. Obviously, the flavor works.
That's pretty sweet. Sarah Rocohen, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. It's a pleasure having you here.
I would love to have an instant creature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's called Flash, though.
Let's, stop screaming.
So we are gonna see 4 mana here.
Yeah.
So that's fetching and shocking means.
Hello, Apprentice of Bolas.
Probably means that Kenneth is gonna cast something. Now what it is? That is.
Thanks.
Yeah, that is the story.
Yes.
Abzan Charm.
AJ does have. Yes, it is.
Huh.
That's actually pretty awesome.
Abzan Charm.
Are we just drawing 2?
It's interesting that he went fetch shock, and then is going to actually lose more life.
It's draw 2, gate.
Well, I assume the modes that he chose. Yep.
Wolf LDR 6. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button.
As opposed to all the other Wolf LDRs. This one is 6.
Apparently. Also has Madcap Platinum Angel. Does he?
Ooh.
That would be new
That'd
from
be
last
cool.
week. That's awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
Walnuts Magoo, if the game were to go back to the very beginning, yes. Flash and it should have been a super type. To where
Yeah, instant.
Yeah. It should have been.
I'm actually pretty okay with it not being there. Because I just...
Well, it would be to where everything, all spells are sorceries, but they're a sorcery instant. It's subtype, sorry. Subtype, not super type. So that all,
I don't know.
And then you make it to where, Flash is suddenly just having, instant or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be a little bit weird mechanically.
This would be from the very beginning.
Yeah,
They can't retcon it now.
I mean, yeah.
They can't change it now. But if from the beginning, I think it would have been better.
Tutors would be a lot weirder though.
It would just but they would have designed different cards.
Yeah, they would have designed different cards. So it from where it is now, it feels weird.
Yes.
But from
Grey Goose, it's good
Yeah.
to see you. I'm doing swell.
Hey, what's up?
I'm having such a good day.
yeah. Also, I'd be making too many. Yeah.
So, AJ heading into his turn does draw the island upside down.
Classic though.
It is a smooth move. You've been struck by.
The smooth move.
Absolutely. Holding onto this damnation, the Kazali Pride Mage out to interact with the Pact. I do love that the Kazali Pride Mage is there.
Yeah, the Pride Mage is really keeping track of all the moves that AJ is going to make.
Yes.
Also, not attacking. Pretty sure there's a chord.
Screams chord. He actually has 2 chords in hand.
Well, in that case, I don't think he's screaming so much as he's saying, I have a chord, please pay attention.
Chord into Eternal Witness, chord into Resto, chord into Kiki. Live the dream.
Well, in this case, you might be living the dream, but it's definitely not AJ's dream.
I like chording for Ewit, but it looks like AJ.
I like Counterspell.
And actually, this is exactly why this stays in against these control decks. Normally you think it'll always get countered, it's not really worth having. I think that it's one because at the end step you fire this off and then you get a free turn every time.
In the immortal words of Tom Hardy, that's bait. True story.
Suppose so. I suppose so. What do you get? I would expect an Eternal Witness to buy back the chord.
Yeah. That's the line that you can take. You can
If
go.
you've got a free turn,
Ewit
take
can buy
advantage.
Chord. Yeah, there are a lot of ways this deck actually gets value in backdoor ways.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean the whole deck is very fluid.
Yeah, that's a good way to say it.
Like
You've got
it
things
just
coming
rolls
out
with
of
the
nowhere.
punches. You've got enough silver bullets. Sometimes you chord. You just see what you've got. He's at 14. My bad. My bad, Tawny James.
I've got a jar of dirt though. Everyone knows that's what you get.
I've never seen Fury Road, by the way.
Boo.
Yep. Yep, I know. I'm the worst.
Yeah, that actually is one of the new voices.
Oh, you're right. It's got the sticker.
Yep. Gotta say, the new voice. I liked the old one when CeeLo Green was on it.
That cat with the angry... that shirt with the angry cat was so great. Like, I didn't even watch the show, but I would watch clips to where it'd be him, like, sat talking at the side, because he'd always be like... He was always so chill, and I think it's because his anger was 100% channeled into that cat. Which is... Just sitting angrily on his... And the boy's in his lap, and the cat... Angry cat. And Ceelo's just so chill. 100% think he just channeled all of his hatred into a cat.
I have now heard more about that cat than I thought I was going to hear today. So we've got Sin Collector going to take out that damnation.
Ah,
Also, that feels a little weird, right?
what?
That the Sin Collector
Took out Damnation?
took out Damnation.
Well, he collected it.
Yeah, I know. That just feels a
How
little
was that?
weird.
No, that's flavorful. Yeah, the Sin Collector took Damnation. Like, he's collecting.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
He's collecting all the sins, apparently.
Oh no, because then Damnation's a verdict. Like it's basically a verdict, right?
I don't know. I'm not going to chase this too much. AJ, not a whole lot going on, actually.
Yeah. I mean, he does have the Snapcaster and the Fatal Push, so it's not going to be like he doesn't have anything.
He could sweep the board a little bit, but I don't know. He's not going to.
He also still does have to worry about that Raging Ravine.
Like, I would have loved to fire off a Damnation and then just Fatal Push the voice token if I really needed to.
I mean, yeah, that's
That's
what everyone wanted.
That's what everyone thinks they're going to live the dream.
Well, everyone does want to rule the world.
And
so.
then you can snap Damnation again later.
I mean, that would have been a great line, but
I think AJ just hasn't drawn anything that does anything, if that makes sense.
well, he does have the Cryptic Command, right?
He already fired that one off. He countered the.
Oh, I know, but he has the Snapcaster.
Yes, he does have access to
So,
that. He
he
can
does-
stop some things, but like AJ doesn't really have anything to say. Like you need to start moving quicker. Kenneth has all the time in the world right now. There's nothing that says that Kenneth is under any pressure whatsoever, which is why I think that AJ's in kind of.
I mean,
a
he
spot
could
right now.
always deck himself.
Yep. That's true.
I mean, every turn you do deck yourself.
Looks like we're going for the sorcery
Alright,
speed
yep.
fatal push.
Yep, we did crack a fetch, so we do have Revolt.
Indeed. Snapcaster fatal push.
All right, well
Pride
this is A line.
Now you can trade with the voice if you want to.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, you are going to lose pretty bad to that Raging Ravine.
Yeah, the Raging V is a huge problem.
Still can't. I still am always surprised that is the second quote.
That's true. We didn't start getting really adding the.
Oh, that is, as they say, the bee's knees.
Beautiful. Doesn't even matter that you've got nothing to discard now. Every draw is
Wow.
live. Oh, what a way to go!
That is quite the
What
card.
a beating!
Huh. So, well, we're gonna follow that up with Serum Maidens.
Yeah, that's totally comparable.
Look at
Those cards, they're both terrible.
Well, Fatal Push might actually still be good.
I don't think so. I think I'm looking for something that can actually like win.
Well, with that Ancestral, that would have been a really good draw, but
What's the best white bordered deck that you could play? Probably.
you've got more people saying the deck is perfect.
I think the best white bordered card that you could play is probably Ponza.
I was gonna say Turns, because you play
Ooh.
more white border cards than anyone else if you play white border islands. And you have exhaustions.
Oh, that's actually I'll say taking turns.
That's 24 cards.
I'll jump to that. Like we are now on turns.
Hey, there we go.
Kenneth has got ways to win, and pressure.
Yeah, I gotta. I'd have. Oh, he doesn't want to discard it. That's
a bad sign.
that is a very bad
Quarter
sign.
Arresto. Next turn, get the Kikijiki and win.
Well, I mean, Nahiri can go search for Emrakul this next.
Can
turn,
we talk
right?
about how great it is that AJ suspended an Ancestral Vision in turns?
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. I like that a lot.
It's a bold move. Oh man.
Don't want any card in the deck. Black border. All right, so fetches are out.
I don't think you can do it with Scred.
Can you play? Or no, you can play some of the Painlands because they were in 7th. They were in 8th.
I think taking turns gets almost there.
Well, you can't actually do that because Time Warp wasn't. They didn't do starter.
Oh, okay. I don't think you can do. I don't think that you can be a purist on it and have anything remotely playable.
I think Pawns actually comes the closest.
Probably Pathas fetches.
Yeah, but I mean, you just cut the fetches. Ooh, what about LD?
Just straight up.
Just
land
straight
destruction.
up land destruction.
Do it. If you want to tilt your opponent's whiteboard,
So
just
you've
tilt them
got
with LD too.
Bird.
All right, so we're attacking for 2 at the Nahiri.
Okay, well, otherwise it.
Beautiful. We've got.
I mean, I think you have to attack Nahiri, otherwise you're dead.
Just gonna go for the chump block
Oh,
trade.
it's not really a chump block; it's a trade.
I don't know.
Okay, hold on. I'm still thinking about this. White borders.
Man, what's it like? It's now turn 3, and if one of these players has a way to win, well, it's Kenneth.
It's Kenneth, yeah, obviously.
All he needs to do is draw either.
I mean,
Cord?
the Nahiri down tick. The
Cord?
Nahiri ult can go get Emrakul.
If he's running it.
Well, we saw it. Well, he's already been on camera once, and
Good
that
point.
Inquisition couldn't take it out.
So we're gonna see a decent hit here.
Well, there is the classic thing of maybe I should respect Cryptic Command and not attack. However, this one not so much.
I do like the gumption of get the Emrakul. Pass.
Yep. Because you want to cast it to take an extra turn.
Kenneth takes the win with that Emrakul.
Yeah, in turns.
In turns. What a way to go. If you're going to go out with, like, overwhelming force.
Yep, you want to go back to Portal 3.
Should I answer a call from my dad on stream?
I mean, if you want to.
Hey, I'm streaming right now. How's it going? Oh, you can't bring up the stream? Are you going to the right website? I know you want to watch me do my commentary.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Thanks.
It's pretty good.
You're going to ask me something on stream?
Hello.
Hi, Justin.
Oh, no, I did. Thanks so much for supporting me. Well, you're just supporting me doing all this and all following my dreams. I appreciate that. Yeah. No, you don't want the Red Baron one. You want Geek Fortress tonight. Twitch.tv/Geek Fortress. That's the one. Nope, no spaces. Well, okay, just go to twitch.tv and then there'll be a search bar and search Geek Fortress and it'll come up with us and you can click it. Okay. Bye. Okay. Love you, Dad. Bye. Yeah, I'm on stream right now. Okay, bye. That was my dad. What you got for me?
I got Vince, who is facing the wall.
Okay.
And
Wait until you see TomDog84 in the chat. That'll be my dad. TomDog84 will be my dad. And he's against.
And he's playing Justin, actually.
Because the deck's perfect. We
Yeah.
never even moved away from that screen.
That is actually hilarious.
Oh, goodness gracious. So tell me this is the Mono White Devotion.
This is, in fact, well, I mean, he has played it enough.
Please tell me this is the finals.
This, I believe, is the finals.
Oh, goodness. And Justin is on Gifts
on
and
Gifts.
Given. 4-color gifts. He knows who his dad will be? Yeah, that's his account name. He likes to come into chats and make jokes. He's pretty funny.
Yeah, we do need to update pictures, though.
We do! Look at that. Sorry, I got distracted by my dad calling. I just got distracted. I'm sorry, everybody. It's like classic Elish Norn. So this is the Mono White Devotion deck. It is different than this, but this is pretty close.
Yeah. I do believe, I was going to say, I know he made that change.
Yeah. He's still running them, actually.
Oh, that's
He's still running Cataclysmic Gearhulk, which personally I really don't like, but that's okay. We've had that talk.
Yeah.
So we've got a Soldier of the Pantheon coming down, surprisingly okay against this.
Yeah, it's, well, Justin's removal spells are Abrupt Decays and Maelstrom Pulses, and, well, this creature's going to keep soldiering on through all of them.
Peter, this is the finals,
Yeah.
which is awesome. I love the fact that, like, stuff like this is the finals, and it's nothing against either of these, right?
Yeah,
but, like,
it's just hilarious.
how awesome is it that we're in a world and in a format in which this happens? It's
Yeah.
not, like, neither deck is bad by any means, but they're
Yeah, it's
not.
just-
They're off the beaten path.
Yeah. When I woke up today, I definitely did not think Soldier of the Pantheon would get fatal pushed in the finals. Honestly, that is not what I thought.
That's true. I didn't think that either. So fatal push, taking down that soldier. Oh, did you? That's awesome, Todd. I'm closing in on it. Oh, hold on.
Oh, I'm already excited.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm going to think. Hold on.
Soldier of the Pantheon coming down again. Snapcaster fatal push. Of course I'm sitting down. If I was standing up, I'd look like this. But I'm not.
I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that.
About me to stand up?
Yeah.
Oh, I had to prove.
Blue Black Tezzeret hitter. I think you might be a little biased there, Maeve.
At least she already recognizes that it isn't, though. Please tell me you're true.
I was gonna say, that actually is pretty interesting.
Please tell me that that's the truth.
And,
That's awesome.
huh. Oh, there we go. Man, why didn't we think of that?
If you're ever going to do it, you might as well.
Yeah.
Not many people know. I think people are still celebrating, and a lot of people are doing the drafting.
Yeah, so Night of the White Orchid's gonna get spell snared.
That's a shame.
Yep.
Nykthos coming down. And we're going to take it down. He's taking it. Like,
Yeah, these soldiers are very...
the Pantheon is
Annoying.
quite a training ground.
Yeah.
So, we've got another land coming down from Justin. It is the basic forest. Yeah, Modern Masters 3, like, a lot of people are drafting it.
Yeah, the basic force is gonna be helpful against
There
Vince's Blood
was
Moons.
18 people drafting when this event started.
Yeah, we have, Mirren Crusader, also very, very
10.
hard.
10 to 18. It was one of the two.
So Mirren Crusader, also a very hard card for Justin to deal with.
What's my real name? TJ.
You should have said Jeff. It's always Jeff.
Any sweet pulls today? Lots. Adam pulled a foil Gristlebrand and a Liliana of the Veil. His pack 1 pick 1 was the Gristlebrand. His pack 1 pick 3 or pack 3 pick 1 was the Liliana. Did not play any other black. Did not play them. went 3 colors the other ones.
Huh.
No, there was a 10-person pod because everyone just wanted to do that.
Yeah, that's probably easier than
Then
a
2-5.
than a 6.
Yep.
You-
All right, so the gifts and given happening here. What pile are you expecting against a deck like this? Is it just? And how do you feel about? I don't know actually.
So I think you can
Vince's
set...
Hellish Norn can crush the combo.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, it actually can.
Planesrunners, thank you so much for joining. Is Liliana bad or good in draft? Very good.
All Planeswalkers are very, very good.
Yeah. Like making
Also,
it to where you're the one with a
also,
planeswalker. When you're
discarding is not a bad thing.
being the one with a
Tybalt
planeswalker.
is good in draft.
Yeah, he is.
So yeah, I would say everything is good in.
Damnation, Noxious Revival, and the combo Thopter Foundry and Sword of the Meek. What do you give him?
I'd definitely give him Noxious Revival and probably Sword.
I kind of have to agree. It makes him do the most work.
Yeah.
He's gonna get what he wants,
although
though.
crucially, if he does cast Thopter Foundry, Vince will gain life.
That's hilarious.
So, just saying.
That's funny.
Definitely would not give him Noxious Revival because that lets him get anything back. So I think that's the easy one to throw away.
Bin those two and give him the combo?
It's bold.
I mean, what else are you going to do, though? I think Vince is under the same assumption of Elish Norn beats the combo. Does he not play Gifts Rights? I believe it might be in the sideboard.
I think it's in the board.
I
That's
think
where
it's
it
in the
is.
board. Thopters are blue or blue-white? They are blue.
They are, in fact, blue.
Man. Thopter Foundry, what a card.
Always bringing up weird scenarios. Yep, so here we go. Here it is.
We comboed up. Thopter Foundry, the half of this combo, Sword of the Meek, which enters from the graveyard whenever a 1/1 enters the battlefield under your
Yep.
control. You can put it from the graveyard to the battlefield attached to that creature.
Also, the one that was most recently banned. The one that just recently came off the ban list.
Yes. Sword of the Meek.
Yep.
That's true.
So, we're going to get our first Thopter out of the way.
How are we doing tonight? We are doing so very, very well. Has an Abrupt Decay in hand, which...
Crucially, cannot target either one of Vince's creatures.
That's a dead Abrupt Decay. Inquisition, please show me an Elish Norn.
Yeah, there it is. Wow, that's a brick.
That hand is loaded to the top.
Wow.
Double Archangel of Tithes?
Well, crucially, he can't cast literally anything.
I know, but like, double Archangel of Tithes,
Wow.
plus an Archangel Avacyn, plus a Restoration Angel, which can't flicker almost anything, plus an Elish Norn.
Huh.
I don't think just, like, if Vince draws into a land, the odds of Justin winning go way down.
Yeah. Although, crucially, Troy is brought up a good point. He literally cannot beat Iona on white.
post board though.
Yeah, post board, yes.
Oh man.
And we have Thalia. Okay. That would be good, except...
It's so bad against Dr. Sword.
And, you know...
Hey, you know those all intertapped. Oh. Next step? Alright, the
That it is actually very good. It is actually very good because it stops him from blocking.
Man, how did Blue-White Control do?
I believe Michael is
Abrupt
1
Negate,
and
taking the
2?
only kill it can get and keeping the devotion low. And I think that's why Justin is using it, because it's not super impactful on the board. Like, he puts in non-basics pretty often.
I was actually going to say, since he attacked it, killing the Thalia is actually super important. Because now he can block with the Thopters.
Also a good point.
So you're going to see probably just going to trade both of these off to kill Vince's board.
If I can kill the Mirran Crusader, I will.
Well, you can, because it's that'll be a 2/3.
Yeah.
And the first strike damage will not take that down.
We are doubling up on it, though.
Sure. It doesn't really matter.
Fine. Okay. Justin needs blue Thopters? That's funny. He had blue Thopters, but they were mine. So I took them back.
Yep.
He borrowed my blue Thopters from the box and never gave them back, so I took them back. Now he doesn't have blue Thopters. Now he's got a Wasp.
And he has, colorless Thopters.
Yep. Okay. So we are dealing with the damage, the first strike damage here. Killed one Thopter, and then now we're going to sweep the board. I'm compromising the tournament's integrity every day. They call that...
The TJ?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know where we're going with this.
If I'm going to start naming
I'm
stuff...
lost and I don't have an adult.
If I'm naming stuff, it's going to be by perpetually trying to push the concept of Coleman's Law.
I'm actually kind of okay with that. Also, Vince drew a land, but it was not a third white source.
Well,
So
and
that's-
also because he lost his board.
Yep, can't Nykthos.
Can't Nykthos. Does have Restoration.
Well, that's not true. He totally can activate Nykthos.
He's going to Restoration Angel at the end step, though.
Yeah, he can activate Nykthos, but it won't do anything.
True. What if Elish Norn comes out, though?
It'd be annoying.
He's going to probably block the one and take 7.
Yep, you can't muddle that.
Well, once... Yeah, that's true. That's true. He lost his board. Yeah, Justin went for the full blocks to basically double blocked the Mirran Crusader,
Where's
blocked
the third white?
the Soldier of the Pantheon. Or are you
All
saying...
right, well now, here we go. We're going to start playing 4-drops.
Elish Norn isn't a big deal here? I respectfully disagree.
Also, the Thopter Sword combo just won't trigger.
Yeah.
So
It just doesn't work.
Yeah, it just actually doesn't work because they're -1/-1s, and not 1/1s.
Now, granted, Justin has to pay for all of these to attack and to block, too.
That's true.
How close are we? We're at 4 mana, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're at 6 mana right now.
Although, so Justin is going to be able to transmute this.
We're close.
I was going to say, that is not actually the card I would bring up here, because Archangel of Ties is a very weird card.
No, I was just checking to see the mana cost. I wasn't sure if it was 7 or 8.
Oh, it's
I
7.
thought it was 7, but
It's 7.
But I wanted to make sure.
I always remember because the casting cost is the same as the toughness.
That's actually really nice. Thank you.
Yep.
So let's bring up the Archangel of Tats now. ETB still trigger and the sword will come back. That is not true.
No, that's actually not true because it's never actually a 1/1. It is a -1/-1.
Yep. Okay. Between Persistent Wither. Because he attacked with Boggart Ramgate and blocked with a Murderous Redcap thinking it would persist. Gotcha.
So you're going to see a Ghost Quarter take down the Nykthos, giving Justin Revolt so he can Fatal Push the Archangel of Ties.
Yep. This is...
Now, that's actually lethal lethal damage.
Lethal Birdos.
Yeah, what
At
he
least it's
said.
only game 1.
That's true.
And if you want to talk about hateful sideboards,
Yeah, Vince always has a hateful sideboard.
Vince has the most hateful sideboarding like I've ever seen.
Yeah, if Tarantino made a movie about it, it'd be called The Hateful 15, and not The Hateful 8.
Completely agree.
Like,
It
you're
would
probably...
be just as excellent.
It'd be very good.
I liked that movie a lot.
Not so much.
That, well, as is tradition. Anytime that we have both seen the movie, we have differing opinions. And as is tradition, you're wrong. That one's actually arguable. I can
Yeah.
actually fully understand why you would not like that one.
Yeah, it's just not my favorite...
It's my style of movie.
yeah, it's just not my favorite Tarantino movie.
That I can agree with. It's not my
Yeah.
favorite of his.
It's just kind of medium.
Though I think Jackie Brown is his most underrated one.
At this point, everyone says that. I think it's properly rated.
I
now.
still don't think most people have seen it.
I actually, whenever anyone talks about Tarantino, it's always
Has
Jackie.
anyone in-
Jackie Brown is always super underrated.
Has anyone in chat just toss in a word to chat if you have seen Jackie Brown? I would be actually like I'm willing to change, but I was genuinely under the impression that most people had not.
I mean,
Comparatively
if
to all the other
you
films.
haven't, you need to see it because it's great.
Right.
Yeah.
Is this the finals? Yes, it is.
See, look at that. We've already got 4 people.
Okay, this is more than I thought. This is more than I thought. Ooh. Look at all this. All right. Never seen it, but that doesn't mean I'm underrating it. Fair enough. Thank you, everybody. The participation here. Everyone's seen Jackie Brown, but believes no one else
Yeah,
has.
exactly.
I have come to that conclusion.
It's
now.
actually because everyone talks about it being underrated, so everyone assumes. So every time a movie is talked about it's being underrated, it always invokes that thing of, well, no one's seen it.
I believe you now. Is there a way to see the mono white deck list? No. I have access to an older version of it, though.
Yeah.
Rayothi, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. It's a pleasure to have you here. You are a rock star. I can tell you that it's a mono white devotion deck that mainboards Wraths, including 2 copies of Terminus.
Yeah. Actually, the Terminus aren't in the deck anymore.
I believe they are. Last time he showed me the version, that was well after this.
Then all I...
This is like a month old.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm just going off my my knowledge here.
The participation in chat was genuinely incredible. Like, thank you, everybody. True Romance isn't a Tarantino movie. He wrote it, not his
It's
movie.
the same way as Natural Born Killers.
God, that movie's so good, though.
Yeah, but that's not actually a Tarantino movie.
Agreed.
Yep.
Agreed.
Also, congratulations to your son.
Hold on.
That's awesome.
Your son went 4-1 at his wrestling regionals and qualified for the state tournament next weekend?
Awesome.
That's fantastic. Will there be a way to see the mono white deck list? I can ask him. Normally he comes back and watches these. I can see if he's willing to give one up. Burn that witch. Thank you so much for that follow button.
What did the witch ever do? What did the witch ever do, though?
Well, she weighed the same as a duck.
Oh. Yeah, it's a fair lot.
Yeah. I think it's fair cop. I think
That was
this
fair
is-
lot.
I think this is a fair cop.
Weird. I always assumed it was lot because you throw your lot in.
I think it's a European thing to say this is a fair cop. I don't actually know though. Maybe
If anyone in the chat knows the actual line or can look it up, please let us know.
All right. How did Justin win game 1?
Well, Elishnorr didn't come down.
Elishnorr
That's
didn't hit the battlefield. It was only in his hand. The reason why it was behind everything was like
was because there was a Nykthos and there was a lot of things.
and when he inquisitioned, his hand was face up, and so he kept it up. Functionally, yes, he is.
yeah, functionally.
How do you pronounce Snohomish? Got you. Vez475, thank you so much for that
Just
follow
think of what happens in winter, and some snow falls on your home, but only a little bit. So snow home-ish.
Do we realize that we are number 1 at 500 viewers? I did not.
Wow.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Looks like I've got to eat a Tibble.
Yeah, I was about to make that joke too.
Not these days, but thank you, everybody. If you haven't yet, be sure to hit that follow button. Join us in the future. We stream 3 times a week. My name's TJ.
I'm Coleman.
And Geek Fortress, great shop in Snohomish, Washington. And you can go to geekfortressgames.com to help support the store, which allows us to do this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Alright. Urza's
So it is a fair
mind.
cop. No, okay.
Urza's mind a slaver. Hi. Hi. How's it
Hey,
going?
am I saying this, or are you making me say this? Because there's a mind slaver.
I believe it.
Hmm.
Urza's mind slaver, thanks for the follow.
Mind a slaver.
Nasa Noel Man will never forget you, but I'll also never be big and fit now.
Okay, so
Hopefully.
last game we only had one soldier. This time the soldier brought a friend.
Klavstein, thank you so much for hitting that follow button.
We're not the worst. We're not the worst.
Those were good days. So, attacking these soldiers of the Pantheons are wrecking house, by the way.
Oh,
I am
yeah.
so proud of these soldiers of the Pantheons.
It's like they finally got off their.
I don't know. Are you gonna say like a high horse thing?
I was gonna say a high horse.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't want to rest on their laurels. So they're gonna come back in game 2.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh man, we did not get enough subs for the expedition giveaway. Actually,
No, you see, last game the soldiers were they came in on different times.
Are you
One got
forcing it?
one got pushed.
you're forcing it.
The other one came in later as revenge. Now they've combined forces.
You're forcing it. Double white, by the way. He just worked so hard to get double white for that. To only get
Just to fall into the trap.
Like, he tapped his Nykthos and his Plains for mana to put in another Nykthos to have the Legend Rule keep that one Mirini, 91, thank you so much for the follow, to lose the first one, to use that 2 floating mana to activate the new Nykthos, to cast a Night of the White Orchid, which was spell snared. Ruobi, I think I missed part of that, but thank you so much for hitting that follow button. It's awesome having you here. You are amazing. God, think these Soldiers of the Pantheon are just wrecking. What do you
Yeah,
do?
like, man.
He's down to 6.
Like, he's down to 6.
I am rooting so hard for
and
these
he
women.
actually he's been having some serious mana issues. Like, wow.
Oh my
And Justin
goodness.
basically just drew 3 lands and has, what, 3 Thopter Foundries in hand? Yeah, he's got 3 Thopter
Nasa
Foundries.
Newman? Nasa Newman. I don't know, please give me a pronunciation guide and I will do my best to rectify the situation. I apologize for mispronouncing your name. It's not my strong suit. So, Serum Vision's coming on down. Oh, thank you.
And we're going to ship them both to the bottom.
Thank you,
If
son
you're
of
on
Hagen.
hashtag Team Vince, that's got to be good.
That is.
Thank you, guys.
A good one.
Peace out.
Thank you, son of Hagen. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow with Zach Elsick at noon Pacific time from twitch.tv/RedBaronMTG. We are going to play Esper Seance together through a league.
Would you say you're going to look through the Aether?
Man, you're forcing it so hard tonight.
I mean, come on, they're easy.
Ye-
They're easy.
They're not. You're really not making it look easy.
Wow, really? That's. I was gonna say it's actually pretty easy to do that.
I know. That's a disenchant. Old schooler, too.
Yeah.
Nah, not old
I'm
schooler.
gonna make a
oldish
Thopter,
schooler.
and Vince is actually at 22, I believe.
Please do keep it up, though.
Okay.
Oh, man. Soldiers of the Pantheons are the new Vexing Devil, and now I will never let him forget that.
So Vince is gonna attack, and Justin's going to fall to 5.
I mean, this is just beautiful, with 2 lands to boot. Seance hype from Zach. Yes.
Hype. So Vince is actually at 22 since he gained 2 life from the Thopter Foundry.
Oh, so it's just pronounced like Nathaniel. Oh, wait. Nusaniel.
You get it?
Nusaniel.
New Samuel man.
Nusaniel, man. Done. Nusaniel. Thanks, Nusaniel.
So Dryad Militant coming down. By the way, Vince is actually 22
Because he's
'Cause-
great.
because of the other ability on Soldier of the Pantheon.
My goodness. Son of a- There we go. Wyoming is a stain. That's all I know about it. That remains true.
Yep.
So we've got an Abrupt Decay coming down towards this Dryad Arbor. It is going to end up exiled, so Snapcaster not going to be super effective on it. And just clearing the board, Justin is on full defense mode because he's just getting wrecked. Oh, I'm loving it. I am loving it. As a quick note, we do like to be positive towards people. It's a stream in which we're at a local store. People are gonna play what they like, and not every play is gonna be perfect. And generally, we like to keep it positive towards these players. They're doing us a favor by being on stream.
Also, so Justin actually drew Iona.
That's sweet. How far away is he from hardcasting it?
That's what I was just figuring out. I think he has the amount is just the colors. Okay, so we're going to see a Ghost Quarter on the Nykthos.
Digitech, I dig it. Thank you.
So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one more if it's a white source. He's got it because he's got the 2 white already.
Does he really?
Because I believe that's a Talisman of...
No, I think that's
Impulse.
Talisman of Dominance.
Okay.
Yep, that's a dominant Talisman of Dominance.
All right, so we're going to see this Knight of the White Orchid.
Hey, mana issue's done. Decay doesn't get exiled? I thought it did.
No, because it's damage works like that.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of the Rest in Peace. The Rest in
Yeah.
Peace is exiled. I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
yeah,
I'm
that's-
totally wrong.
Yeah, Decay should stay there.
I'm totally wrong. Decay it should be
once
under.
Decay resolves,
Yeah,
the
creature's
Dryad
gone.
Militant's not there anymore.
No, I'm totally wrong. Yep. I'm all kinds of wrong.
Okay, well, I mean, this is actually still looking not horrible for Vince. He's finally found his lands, and I mean, his deck is full of a lot of cards that Justin has a very hard time answering, like Avacyn.
Truth.
Oh well, here's Rest in Peace.
Well,
So-
now we get to see that interaction.
I was gonna say, so the Abrupt Decay got exiled after all.
Snap Abrupt Decay.
Well, you can't snap Abrupt Decay.
Not anymore.
It's not in the graveyard.
Told you it was exiled.
Yep.
TJ does see the future, it turns out. So, we attack for 2, Justin's at 3, and just, like... I am so thrilled right now. Mono White Devotion is just wrecking house, and the Souls of the Pantheons carried so much of the work. How come it's different with a Rest in Peace? The Rest in Peace exiles itself. The Abrupt Decay still isn't
Yeah.
exiled. I was just misremembering the situation. But the Rest in Peace sees itself as it's going to the graveyard.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Oh, Justin's going to 1. Huh.
Can we do it?
That is in fact a polluted delta.
But he's at 1.
And well, he has 2 lands. He has 2 lands that are both fetches. So you get the Misty and the Delta.
Basically Blood Mooned at this point. Except they don't even tap for mana.
I was gonna say he also.
He runs Urborg, though.
I was gonna say he has Thopter Foundry as well.
Druid Damnation. Well, but if he had fetched, he'd be dead.
Oh, that's true. That is actually pretty funny.
It's like, while they're
Is
technically...
the soldier gonna close? Oh, wow, he's gonna have to waste a damnation on this. Ambush Viper.
Might just go for that one. The problem is that actually just straight loses something. What if Vince plays another land and has an Avacyn?
That would be hilarious.
I think he's going for using the Talisman. Like, I think he's going to sacrifice the Talisman for a 1/1 Thopter.
You have another Disenchant.
But why is it different? Because Dryad Milton only exiles artifacts and enchantments.
Instant.
Or, I'm sorry, instant sorceries. I was looking at Disenchant.
Yeah.
And has Decay, but Decay doesn't kill the
I was
soldier.
gonna say the soldier has protection from multicolor.
Yes. No, he's at 23.
He's actually at 23 life because of the soldier trigger on multicolored spells.
And just cast that Thopter Foundry to put him up to 23.
All right, well, we're gonna trade there, and oh, I was gonna say he paused. I thought he had it.
Woo. Woo. Vince, so he's not doing it yet. Oh, is this Archangel of Tithes?
Can't Abrupt Decay that either.
No, but he can Damnation it. Apparently does not want to Damnation that.
Yeah,
Oh,
apparently
did he
not.
not have double black, maybe? No, he had to have.
No, yeah.
Vince takes a game!
Okay, there we go. That game basically won by Soldier of the Pantheon.
Completely dominated
Yeah,
by that card.
yeah, like.
Just annihilated the game.
Also, something to say there. Vince actually
He didn't have it.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Oh, the talisman actually would have hurt him.
Yeah. That's great.
Oh wow, that is yeah.
He had but he was at 2.
Yeah, he was at 2. He might have forgotten he was at 2
Possibly.
because he was at 1 and he forgot to activate that.
Either way,
We're going to game 3.
game 3 it is.
Yep.
Game 3 it is. I'm not really sure if it's a punt. It may not have actually worked out for him. Yeah, because he gained a life off of that foundry.
Yeah, I think he might have forgotten that.
It's very possible.
The deck is no longer perfect.
The deck can still be perfect. It's just possible that the pilot isn't.
Actually, yeah, we can pull up Soldier of the Pantheon really quick.
Oh, absolutely.
This card actually pretty represented in Standard, not really in Modern very much.
No, does not get much of it. Perfectly imperfect. Yes. Goyf is only 60 right now? Oh, 60 pounds. Which
60
means that
pounds. It's about 120.
Yo, hello, hooray, fancy P&S. It's, oh, well, walked right into that one. I got.
Yeah, you did.
Apologies, everyone.
Hashtag got.
I got. Fancy. Yes. Yo, hello, hooray. Man. I walked right into that one. All right, so Justin got like 79 low.
Okay. Oh, it's about $80.
Okay. That's still pretty solid, though.
Yeah.
70 to 80. I mean, either way, like solid.
Yeah. I am not up to date with my currency knowledge.
No, MTG Finance not my thing.
No, me neither.
So-
I buy bad cards, and they're almost always never more than $5.
Probably true.
So
And whiteboarded ahead.
and white border. So like, nobody wants them anyway.
All right, so Justin's gonna fall to 19 with this polluted Delta. Blue-black just strikes me. It's largely a blue-black deck.
I would
that
have to imagine it's
splashes
a blue.
both.
It's a blue to start. Maybe.
Probably has blue-black in hand, or maybe has the Life and Loam in hand.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yep. NBD317, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. It's a pleasure having you here. You are a rock star.
So we're gonna put an abrupt decay on the bottom. Interesting.
Is my phone going off? No. Actually, I don't think so. Nope.
No, that's not my phone right now.
Yours is there. It might be yours.
What are you talking about? No idea. Well, it's definitely not mine. No one talks to me at all.
Alright, well, the buzzing
the
should be done.
buzzing is
Nah,
something
either
else.
way.
Yeah.
Either way. Okay. Hopefully it's... I have no idea whose it was then, because I did not get any messages.
The buzzing might be the air thing. Yeah, that's what it's called.
I don't think so. Because it would have been a phone. I assume it was a phone. Not a ganger. Well, I guess that's reasonable.
Yeah, fair enough.
Thank you so much for the follow.
You see, it was their phone.
I suppose
Caught
so.
'em.
Question, new Serum Visions are old? Whichever one you have.
I actually prefer the old one.
Yep. So, what else have we got? 3 mana from Justin. Could be a Thirst for Knowledge, but I don't think I see that in hand. He does have a Spell Snare currently. Looks like he might be leaving that one up at the moment. And he's actually holding up the green as well. Just going to put down the sword, and he's going to hold up the Spell Snare. Can try and take down something. I mean... oh, you know what Vince might do is no. Okay, I was gonna say a Knight of the White Orchid pre-land drop, but didn't go for that one.
I was gonna say I think he's been beaten by Spell Snare enough.
That he's just
I
avoiding
think
it. Side out all the 2-drops.
You respect Spell Snare
Yep.
once you've beaten it. Once you've been beaten by it.
Fourth lane coming down for Justin, who does have the Sword of the Meek. No, actually, you know,
Speak of the devil.
and he's probably just gonna hold up the blue mana. I actually like this because he's able to Spell Snare at the Disenchant.
That's true.
He's also I actually would not at all be surprised if Justin only made one Thopter and then just kept up the blue mana.
Yeah, that's a pretty good line.
3 mana, another Mirran Crusader. Oh no, Thalia.
Ooh, Thalia's interesting.
I'm okay with keeping one up.
Yeah, at this point, I think you can make 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's tapped low enough, and if he has, like, I don't know, Fragmentize... okay. It's going to come to play taps.
I mean, it
Got him.
taps anyway.
I know, but he can't block is the point.
That's true. We're going to fall to 13.
Yeah, and, like, this is actually a very real threat here.
Where is this located at? We are in Snohomish, Washington, the Pacific Northwest of the U.S.
Oh, Fragmentize is a sorcery, right.
Yeah. Ooh, we drew an Inquisition. I actually kind of like firing this off.
Well, hopefully Inquisition's not going to reveal any Eldrazi.
Like, once you start getting this stuff online, then you are in a place where you can, You find yourself in a place where every kind of decision is like, do I want to spend this mana on the card, or do I just want to make a Thopter? It's like a Karn emblem, right? Or a Koth emblem.
Oh.
By the way, Cataclysmic Gearhulk still in the deck.
That is still in the deck.
Couple of lands as well.
And I have to assume Justin's going to go after that Mirran Crusader.
Probably. That card's pretty difficult to beat, and the path is almost completely irrelevant right now. Splash blue for Geist. I mean, Sigarda's Aid is a really bad card, so I don't really agree with that. And he's already running all 5 swords in the deck, so he's already got the good equipment.
Yeah, he actually is playing all 5 swords.
He's got 3 in the main and 2 in the sideboard.
Yeah.
And Sigarda's Aid is really bad.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It is not a good one.
Yeah, the path seems really medium in this.
We already got him. Already got him.
Attached Polluta Delta. The Thalia's already just gotten, like, work in. Work in. Goodness gracious. I'm really bad? That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty terrible card.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have a mana cost. How can you cast me?
Never have.
Nope. Never have. Probably never will.
Ooh, Ghost Quarter.
Yeah, Ghost Quarter is a interesting card for him to have. Mostly because it's the 5th land, and that's the most important here.
Probably. It means that you have access to... actually, Archangel Avacyn. Which is actually pretty relevant. If Justin ends up having to go for a Damnation, he can cast an Archangel Avacyn. That's, like, surprisingly relevant.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm totally killing this Mirran Crusader. This seems like a hasty block.
I think you mean you're going to get pathed.
I don't like... Boy, pathing a token feels bad, though.
Yeah, but, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
That's true. Fixing Justin's mana for him. It's a full-color deck. And that Thopter moving to the exile zone.
That Thopter was just really tired, guys.
Ooh, Dryad Militant coming down. Still no Rest in Peace. I'm still a bit surprised to see Vince going for the attack, though, but I guess it's... You gotta keep the Thopters surviving at the same time.
Because at that point, you're also... Every attack you don't make is an attack that Justin's gonna make.
M. Sully, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. It's a pleasure having you here. And to everybody who's joining, this is a pretty big Saturday stream for us, so thank you. We do the stream 3 times a week currently, every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. We're looking to get back Mondays. And then pretty much, actually in the coming week, I am not doing much streaming because I'm house sitting.
That's a big card for Justin.
What do you get?
You got Golgari Charm.
Dang.
That is a big card.
It kills Rest in Peace.
It's a big card for a low mana cost.
Plus he can kill his own Thopters just in case he needs to.
And Justin is reading Cataclysmic Gearhulk, which is actually a good opportunity. Why don't we do the same?
Cataclysmic Gearhulk. Not my favorite card. Not my favorite. Come on, let's go, Golgari. Why was Justin's Delta tapped? Because of that Thalia, actually.
Because of it's the new Thalia, so it'll have
Heretic
all
Cathar.
It'll have all non-basic lands your opponents control come into play. Tapped. Does count fetch lands.
Yeah. Yeah. So, a variety of Thopters out. You like to think that people are piloting the Thopters. Aw. That's sweet. So Cataclysmic Gearhulk, Vigilance 4/5, that when it enters the battlefield, each player chooses an artifact, a creature, and an enchantment, and a planeswalker from among the non-land permanents they control, then sacrifice the rest.
Huh. So, what artifact or creature do you think he's going to choose?
Probably the Thopter Foundry. For the creature,
Strong.
probably the Thopter. Yep.
That is an interesting way to do that.
Yep. But yeah, if you end up having any questions, toss them into chat. Everyone in chat is pretty fantastic and amazing and kind.
Yeah. We've all been where you are right now. We've all been, new to the game. Best way to figure out what's going on is to ask questions.
It's the best advice that I could have for anybody who's learning the game. If you have a question, ask it.
Yeah. We promise we won't look down on you for asking questions.
Yeah. Though, don't take everything as fact.
Yes. Exercise your exercise your brain.
So we do have the Cataclysmic Gearhulk coming on down. That's it's not. I don't know. I guess it's not doing a whole lot right now. It puts the Sword of the Meek in the graveyard, which, okay. Actually, interestingly enough, it means that Justin needs to find another Thopter to go off. So he's actually going to make this. The reason why he's going for this is so that he can keep one Thopter around.
But
so he can sacrifice that to make a Thopter and get the
you
sword.
can't sack a token.
Oh, is it non-token?
It is non-token artifact.
So actually, Justin does need to find another artifact to go off.
Yeah, he does. He does actually need
The
to find that.
Cataclysmic Gearhulk is actually pretty solid on the board.
Yep, you can't actually sacrifice a token because otherwise you can just sack the same token over and over again.
That makes sense. That way it's just gain life forever.
Yeah.
Alright.
Exercise your brain.
Look at that. Coleman dropping the sick beats. So we've got a fetch from Justin. I'll be curious to see what he can find. Does he have a Muddled Mixture in hand, maybe?
If he did, that'd be an interesting one because he could go find Snapcaster.
Mm-hmm. Or he could
then-
find a Talisman of Dominance.
Or you could just find another sword.
Rove. Hey! Thank you! We like being positive.
So actually, the way that Cataclysmic Gearhulk works, he's gonna choose he's gonna keep the Gearhulk as the artifact, and he's gonna keep the Thalia as the creature.
Clashed 007! Subbing with the Twitch Prime! Thank you so much for your support and being awesome and amazing. I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. The fact that there are people in the world who help support this stream and help us do what we do, and people who watch and people who just... It boggles my mind. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Oh, this Rest in Peace is quickly getting spell snared.
But now the disenchant may not be.
Oh. I don't know about not attacking there. That is...
I would slam a Rama with that
Interesting.
Vigilance creature. I would slam on some pajamas.
Ooh.
Yeah, and just
That
go
is-
to town.
That is the best way to...
My dad does support my stream. It's super kind of him. Quax 1000! Thank you so much. You were awesome. Gibson 2017. That is true. Thank you for your support. Thank you to all 1,000 of you. And I'm so glad that another 999 were able to exist so that you could learn from them and become the amazing person that you are right now. Oh, man. Ragnar Brain, to think of what else Standard White Devotion played? Oh, nice.
Well, I don't think he plays, Heliod, so... I'm
True.
out.
There was that. They had occasionally they had the Sphere of Safety.
Yep.
That was super fun. Oh no, they had the white protection spell.
Oh, what, Ruined Halo?
No, the white creatures you control.
Oh, Brave the Elements.
Yeah, that's the one.
Brave the Elements.
What's my real job outside of commentating? I work for a local city, and I do. I work in permitting, so I work in the building department.
Basically, you can say he permits people to do things.
Yeah, TJ's a professional charmer. TJ's job is to be heckin' cool. Man, if only. If only. Man.
Is this our Enduring Ideal? No, it's just kind of a... I don't
Ooh,
even...
Vince's deck?
Yeah.
It's Mono White Devotion.
Yeah, it's...
It's like a Taxes deck meeting a Devotion deck, meeting a Stompy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, Yeah. It's his own thing.
Yep.
It's the best way to say that.
Yep. Okay. TJ's a blue mage in real life? More white mage in real life. Are any of our players currently playing Ad Nauseam? I don't know if anyone out there is, but we do normally have people out there. What decks do I normally run? I'm a burn player.
I don't know what I am.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, if you see a really bad card, you can assume I've probably played it at some point.
What else have we got?
So you can see the Ghost Quarter going to take out... I think that was Hallowed Fountain. So they're going to cut him off of the flashback and barrel rights. It's pretty crucial.
Classic. It's true. Yeah, I play burn a lot. I actually play a lot.
Okay.
What just happened there?
Not quite sure.
Me neither. But it's fixed itself, so I'm happy. It didn't even note that we dropped frames. Like, we weren't dropping
Yeah,
frames.
it just kind of like...
The camera just decided, I'm not in it. I'm not in it to win it. Sorry about that, everybody. Hey, the 7 Heroes, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. It's great having you
As a
here.
matter of fact, I have played Void Mage Husher before.
Have you?
Yep.
That's awesome. So we do have a couple of these Night of the White Orchids. We've got the Cataclysmic Gearhulk, which with its Vigilance, I'm still surprised to see this card not getting in more damage.
I'm not really sure why Vince isn't attacking.
Jamie, an auto host for up to 4 viewers is like awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty
An
dope.
auto host that people were watching is like impressive.
Yeah, that's also very true.
Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, I'm actually surprised why especially the Vigilance creature.
Yeah, well, I mean, even the Knights have First Strike.
Yeah, and Justin isn't really making Thopters.
It's possible Vince thinks that you can sack the token.
True, though he is exiling the Sword of the Meek out of that graveyard. Or possibly
No,
using-
we're
Noxious Survival.
Nox survivaling it. Yeah.
Huge elf boy. It's good to see ya. I really liked your movie. It's good to have you. Thank you so much for following. So we're back at it. Justin back to doing Justin things with an end step Noxious Revival into casting that Sword of the Meek. And we're back at it.
Yeah, if Vince thinks that Justin can combo him at any time, for lack of a better term, it makes sense why he's not attacking.
Yeah.
However, with both of them in play, this is swung very handily towards Justin.
Yes.
And he might... Yeah, I think he...
Hey, what's up, Zach? It's good to see you. Good to see you. We're just casting some Modern, having some fun. Justin needs Tez, but then the deck wouldn't be perfect. A guy named Spare. I'm hoping...
hello, Spare.
Hello, Spare. It's good to see you. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Brandon K121. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. It's a pleasure having you here. You are a rock star. Do what you want because a Fortnite is free. You are a Fortnite.
That's very true.
Any chance we can get the 4-color gifts deck list? This is delightful. That's actually awesome. That's why he attacked. We're going to make some more. We're going to do it just like that
Okay.
last time, but this time, Justin needs to find an answer again. And
Yep.
he's down to 1, but he goes up to 23.
All right, well, here we go.
When in doubt, do it again. And he's
Yep.
keeping 2 of these Vigilance creatures. Vince may be in a position to win, though.
Yeah, I mean, Justin bricked, so...
Oh, man.
All right, now just...
Bash a rash.
Just there we go.
Yes!
Gonna take 8.
Down to 15.
Okay. And we've got Archangel of Ties.
Dang.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so Serum Visions.
We gotta find one.
There's a land and a Fatal
Bottom,
Push.
bottom.
Not gonna do it, so
Let's
hey.
do it. Okay. Oh, I'm so thrilled right now. Take it down, Vince.
Alright, come on.
Take it down.
You got this. You got this, Vince.
Crush it. It's what, a 3-5?
Alright,
The Archangel
Elishnorn
Tides?
one time.
Oh. He can even hardcast
Yeah,
it.
Elishnorn. Actually, I think Elishnorn just wins on the spot, I think.
It does wreck a certain amount of face. Oh, man. Just has to pay mana to block.
Yep.
That's funny.
So we're gonna block. Gonna take 7. Gonna go to 8.
Guess all the something that I missed. Thank you so much for following. It's a pleasure having you here. We're down to 8.
Alright, here we go.
Draw artifact.
Snapcaster?
Snap Noxious.
Well, that just puts it on top of his deck.
And he can't draw.
Yeah. And then he'd take 7 and go to 1.
He
Think-
passes it back. Is he going to maybe try and do some Golgari Charm nonsense? No, I think he's going to do the Snap Noxious.
A second Archangel.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we're going to see Snap. Probably going to use the Breeding Pool to pay for it as opposed to the basic Forest, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter all that much, I don't think. And Vince is holding onto a Flagstone's like, he's all in on this.
Goodness gracious. Sovereign, if you could lighten up a bit. You've been pretty negative, and I'm not digging it at all. So, we're going to block on this one.
Block. Or no, it's only 1, because it's when it's tapped, it's...
Yep.
Man, Archangel's a weird card.
Archangel's a super weird card.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're down to 1.
Okay, here we go. And now Thopter Sword is back.
God.
It's back.
Justin's going to fight back from this. Vince, top deck Elishnorn.
Yeah, I was gonna say Elishnorn still Vince is out.
Oh, man.
Or like if he has a third Cataclysmic Gear Hulk. I think that's it.
Please be the third Cataclysmic Gear Hulk.
Actually, hold on. So,
Restoration Angel.
no, I was actually gonna say if he
You can
attacks with everything, Justin can't block everything because he has to pay 2 for every blocker.
That's true.
So actually, I think Vince is still gonna win this game.
You're right.
Yeah, he's still tied to the Angel tax.
Yes.
Yeah, and then Vince gets it.
Vince, you did it. 4-color gift's not perfect.
True enough.
That's awesome. And it took up all but 40 seconds of the match.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yes. What a way. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Nice
that is-
job, Vince.
That is really cool.
What makes him have to pay mana to block? Archangel of Tithes. Oh, man.
Wow. I did not expect that after, wow.
That was great. Whew. Whew.
Wow.
That was sweet.
Yeah, that was something, all right.
As long as it's tapped, or as long as it's attacking, creatures can't block unless their controller pays 1 for each of those creatures. Whew. That was great. Let's head back up to the booth and see what we can do.
All right, I will check to see if there's anything else left. At this point, though, kind of
Unlikely.
doubt it.
Unlikely. We'll see you up there. I mean, if people want to do a feature match, I wouldn't say no.
All right, I'll see what's up.
All right, we'll see you up there. Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining. It's a pleasure having you here. My name's TJ. Coleman is out there. Soon we can find. I will ask for an updated deck list, and if I get it, I will do my best to share it on Twitter. BabyKen1937. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. You can follow me on Twitter at RedBaronMTG. You can follow Coleman at Slowly Crashing. You can also find the store at Geek Fortress. Can we get Swans back on camera? We tend not to do player interviews. It's a very small closet, can't really fit people in there, and I'd rather not kick out my my wonderful host. Ah, man, that was delightful. That was awesome. That was great. That was super cool. We're going to see if there's anything else that we can watch here tonight. Otherwise, we'll host you on over to someone awesome. If you do have any questions, any comments, any feedback, anything like that, we're always happy to have it. Whew. Okay. It would be sweet. Can we get Swans back on camera? I can certainly mention that it was requested. I can certainly mention it to Coleman. He'll probably come back and see if there's anything that we'd like, if it's an option. Hey, what's up? Masukadal? Masuk? Goodall? I don't know. Thank you so much, and Scooter McGavin. Thank you so much. What's the background? That is mind control.
Control magic.
Oh, never mind. That is control magic. What are my thoughts about Mono White Angel? As in that deck? Or like the Mono White Devotion? Or like a different Mono White Angel? It's
I don't
sweet.
know.
You gotta have a game plan for the early game.
You get a lot of sideboard cards.
Yes. So is Catacomb looks good now? I would still say no. But it was actually solid in that matchup.
Yeah, so I got confirmation from Vince. He just didn't realize Top Defender sitting on token.
Okay.
That's what it was. He just forgot.
It happens.
He just,
Life happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. TJ said it's short for Tezzeret Jamboree. Actually true.
Yep.
Oh, man. There's a source for deck lists similar to these. Google. I'm not sure if I would find something too similar to Vince's on Google.
Yeah, it's its own thing.
It's man, like, points to Vince.
Yeah.
He grinds with that deck all the time.
Would you say he's devoted to it?
He is. He plays that deck in this meta, which has got all kinds of stuff. Like, it's got a lot of the tier 1. It's got some interesting stuff. And he just jams it, like, he's always jamming it.
Yeah, there's something to be said about playing the same deck over
He
and
won.
over again.
He won!
Yeah.
Nice job, Vince. Nice job. How does Mono White Devotion match up against Death Shadow?
I have no idea.
My assumption would be poorly.
Uh,
That's a lot of discard.
no idea.
What happened to that wizard guy with the great hair? Do you mean him? Or do you mean me? Or do you mean Ryan?
Yeah, it might be Ryan. Ryan does have really good
Ryan's got really good hair.
Yeah, he does.
So it's like, you should get a haircut. He's like, I'm never going to cut it. It's just going to keep on getting bigger and bigger and lean slightly more to the left every time. Oh, look, there he is!
Yep.
That's Seraphir is, in fact, Vince.
Yep, that is Vince. True story.
True story. Ah, goodness gracious. So nothing else out there?
Nothing else out there now.
All right, so I'm going to take a look to see who we might be able to host on over to, what exists in the world and all that sweet stuff. In the meantime, just can I take a moment? Everybody who's out there, truly thank you. This has been a really fun stream for us. Being over 500 at one point is just incredible. We're going to host you on over to someone awesome.
Oh, also the Swan. I talked to the Swans player.
Uh-huh.
He's going to be tweeting out the list at some point.
Okay, can you have him tag me in it?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Perfect.
Also, go Team USA World Baseball Classic.
There's a guy that
throwing
looked a
that
lot
out there.
like TJ that seemed very fancy. Was it me?
That would make sense if he looked like you if it was you.
I don't know who would have looked like me, but with a hat. I don't know. That was something pretty neat. Thank you, Stevie Nicks Goat. I still love your name. Alright, we might as well just host a Caleb, because we get the, you know what? We get the rare chance right now, for the first time ever, we can host a Caleb and give him more than more than double his viewers. Right?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Let's
I like
do that. We get to be a bigger deal than Caleb once.
We got one. We get one. You
get one.
don't get it very often.
Oh man, I had a different name.
Oh, I think they're talking about Tommy Moonray.
Tommy Moonray's pretty good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That must be it.
That's a solid one. That's a pretty good one. Tommy Moonray, I'd love to have him come back sometime.
Yeah, I think he's busy on tour though. I think.
I think he might be coming back pretty soon.
Oh well, then I don't know.
Yeah, we don't talk a ton. Like, my cell phone doesn't work intergalactically, so.
Yeah, I just keep track of the bassist.
Exactly.
I follow him on Twitter.
Oh yeah, he should make a Twitter account.
You really should. Yeah.
Good thought. Alright, everybody. It is time for us to call tonight. We're going to host on over to Caleb. Tell him all that we sent you.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, at noon Pacific time, I will be streaming with Zach Elsick at twitch.tv/RedBaronMTG. If one of the mods could link that for me really quick. And we'll be streaming Esper Seance.
Yeah,
Zach's on Twitch.
it'll be something.
It'll be great. Alright, everybody. Have a good night. Be amazing. You are amazing. I'll see you all next time. From all of us here at Geek Fortress, whether it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, just remember that you're a Fortnite. We'll see you there. Have a good night.
And as always, don't let your tropical islands become Tropicana Islands.
Yes!
That is no bueno.
Bye, everyone. Next stream here is Wednesday at 7, but otherwise I'm streaming tomorrow. See you there.
My hand's getting tired.